We have a live counter ticking up, so we should now be live, and that means welcome back to the Storytime Network, where it is once again D&D Day. Slight announcement before we get going. We will be starting more around this time from now on. So 6 p.m. British time, 1 p.m. Eastern, 12 p.m. Central, 10 a.m. East Pacific. Have I got that right?
Yeah,
Correct.
I think so.
I'm glad you forgot Mountain Time, because everyone forgets Mountain Time.
Mountain Time doesn't
nobody
fucking exist.
I was gonna say
That's
nobody
like
cares
the
about Mountain
least
Time.
occupied time zone.
Mountain
I
Time
was
is
almost
in
gonna
North
live in
America.
Mountain Time, guys. I was almost gonna move to Colorado. That would have been. Ugh, I don't
We're
know.
gonna move to Colorado because weed was legal there. Let's be real.
No, because 2 colleges wanted me and they were giving me scholarships. But
And
yeah,
because weed.
what you said.
Mountain Time is for horror movie protagonists and shitty cartoon characters. That's it.
Which shitty cartoon characters? You're gonna have to be specific.
I
South
swear
Park.
to God, if you talk shit on South Park,
South Park.
is a masterpiece. You
It
cannot
was a
talk
masterpiece
shit on.
like 15 years ago.
The-
Now it's just shit.
The early seasons were good. The later seasons are just up their own ass.
Is that just because you don't agree with what they're saying, or because it's actually dipped in quality?
Both.
Well, also,
So then I have
one
to
of the
say
things
that there is a
with South Park-
bias
One of the
included
things with
there.
South Park. One of the things with South Park is that it made certain things more culturally acceptable, and they should not have been culturally acceptable.
Yeah. At
It
the same time, though,
punches down
guess
too
what?
often. It punches down too often. That's what I'm gonna say.
I will
That
leave
is-
this on a lighthearted note before we get off this topic, but I was actually about to go to the school that the creators of South Park went to, Colorado University Boulder.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that makes
was
sense.
yeah, Jack, you remember that was like my final 3 schools were Colorado Boulder, Colorado State, and then Calu, where I ended up going.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, Kado, get us underway. We have killed the Black Knight. What happens next?
Yes, that's what happens next.
That's what happens next. Reverb part. So, after a lot of tangents, let's get back into Dungeons and the Dragons. So, last we left off, our 4 heroes. I'm just gonna quickly go through this because we've spent a lot of time. So, the 4 heroes plus 2 NPCs, you guys all convened and you got to see the second half of your particular activities in Tenoyama. Felix got to unwind a bit and got to chat with Hayato. Dayron got to actually fight Mr. X, who threw in the towel, and Aldane got to hear more of the talk that Scarlet and Zaris had. It's quite funny that Scarlet is white-skinned, but Zaris is red, but not called Scarlet, but anyway. And Seamus played music, and also got to talk to Shiro, the ambassador of Tenoyama. Yes, I definitely didn't forget that one. After all that, you were told that Hayato would be joining you for the journey to Yuto, as the other group of knights and soldiers and stuff would be heading to Yuto before you guys. Along the way, however, quite a lot of shenanigans and craziness happened, as there was basically a massive free-for-all between... Sorry. A massive free-for-all between what you found out to be hook horrors, some weird giant frog monsters, another Anis hag and some red caps, and of course, the Black Knight. During this mess, a lot of craziness happened, where Darren and Aldane were at least working with the Black Knight to deal with the frog monster, until whatever happened would happen. However, an attack eventually clipped the Black Knight, leading him to decide he's just gonna kill you all. And after many unconsciousness moments and people getting back up and then people getting knocked back down again, and some fun stuff happening, Hayato dealt the killing blow to the Black Knight. But that wasn't the end, as his body basically exploded in a massive magic, knocking out Daeron. Aldane is pretty much like... Was he downed?
I'm pretty sure Aldane is down at this point, or not down, but he's close to down. I think he's like at.
I was
gonna say I revived Aldane at one point.
I was already at 2 death saves.
That was it.
Aldane is down to 7 hit points.
Darren's 1 death save away from actual death. As combat is over, and
Meanwhile, Felix only
Aldane's
took
just
4
gonna
damage.
so I'm gonna say
Aldane's gonna just move over to Dairon real quick.
I was going to say, before we actually do anything properly, I'm allowing everyone, before Daeron, to have an entire turn to decide what they want to do. I'm going to start from the highest to lowest, so Aldane will get to act last. Daeron will act after Aldane, however, to give everyone a chance to make Daeron not die, because I am nice. I'm not going to have Daeron immediately die at the start of the session. I'm not a dick.
Appreciate
Honestly, that would have been fine.
So, Seamus, what are you doing first? It is your whole turn that you can make. Your whole ass turn.
The real question is, are we going to get a long rest after this, maybe?
Well, I'd act now before your friend dies.
Yeah. That friend being Aldane?
I mean, there's someone who got knocked unconscious after that fucking noob.
I think the point was he was already
I don't see
unconscious.
an X anywhere.
I think Darren was already unconscious and then took the blast.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the skull and crossbones now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Daeron is 2 death saves away. What are you planning
I'm gonna
to do, Seamus?
pump a little bit of healing word into Daeron. Let me do a roll real quick.
Okay. Also, we'll say, just because Daeron will be awake and healed doesn't mean this is all over. Just in case. Daeron, you wake up. Your ribs feel like they don't exist. They are there, but they're horribly bruised. You feel like one more good hit to your ribs might just completely collapse them.
Yeah, no, Dairon takes a breath even though they don't have to, and just very
You might
deep
say
gasp.
you had the wind knocked out of you.
Ha! Air nasty joke.
Are you doing anything else, Seamus? Are you moving?
I might go comfort the horse or something. Let's see how far.
I'm gonna say you
No,
don't
that's
see,
too far.
You don't see anyone else nearby. Any enemies, anyway. The only corpse you see intact is the fucking hook horror.
So, I'm gonna use my action to do more movement, and I'm gonna come over to the horse here.
Dashing, okay?
Yeah.
Kurogane.
And I'll stop it there.
Kurogane just says, "You check on them, I'm gonna check on our stuff, alright, Felix?" As he pats you on the back and already starts walking.
Will do.
As he does so, he is... Let me just see. Yep. He will basically... he doesn't do that. He just looks at you, Seamus, and says, "Will you do that? I'm checking on our shit, okay?" And he is basically just going to dash. Why is my keyboard not working? Oh my god. Here we go. Right. Felix, what are you doing?
Bonus action, Misty Step over to Darren.
Darren is awake.
Do you want a healing potion? Because I do have some. I'm just gonna give you a healing potion.
Darren's also
Give it to
prone
Aldane.
now.
I've got another one. Aldane will be fine.
Okay, thank you.
Roll the dice, Mill. Roll the dice.
2d4
Roll the
plus
dice.
2.
Darren, you have 8 extra HP to go with that nice 6 you've got.
I think Darren just takes an easier breath, like, oh, thank God. Oh.
Hayato actually spends the time to help you get up onto your feet. And just you took a nasty hit there, but you did very well. I'm impressed. He's saying this as he's still got the fucking as all of you, or at least Darren, Felix, and Aldain can see, his sword is still like a gust of wind is still almost blowing from it. Like the sword itself that he's got in his hand looks like it doesn't really have any blade to it.
Thanks. It was a bit rough there.
Yourself.
He then just slowly sheaves his sword, and the breeze coming from him just dissipates. Are you okay over there, Aldain? As he walks over and offers a hand.
Thanks. I'll live, I think.
You have a full turn, Aldain. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move over. Right here. I'm gonna drop about
Don't forget
15. I'm sorry, what was that?
I was going to say you can heal. You can put as much HP into someone as you want, but you can only do it to one person per action.
Dyron, how much HP do you have?
4. I feel like on a scale of 1 to about 51, 14.
What a weird number.
Alright.
Yeah, Hayato just nodded as that's a very specific number, but fair enough.
I'm gonna give you. Let's bump that up to a nice even 30, shall we?
Okay.
That's exactly how much I'm at, Aldain, on a scale of 1 to 80. Actually,
You're doing
Kuro
better
didn't
than I am.
Did Kuro and Felix were the only two that didn't take damage?
I know I took damage, but that was like 4 damage from the Black Knight's backlash.
Yeah, Kuro literally didn't take anything, because by the time I finally remembered that ability of the Black Knight, it was...
He's also going
the
to
Black
tug
Knight.
his last potion as a bonus action.
Yeah. Roll the dice. Are you gonna fucking die? Not really, but... Roll the dice. There
8,
you go, you get
woohoo,
8
I'm up to
HP.
double digits.
Aaron, what are you doing with your turn? You are on your feet, so you aren't considered prone.
Is there any, like, do I see any other foes around? Can I use my ability to, like, look around?
Yeah, you can. This isn't a free perception check, though, if you're actively trying to check, so...
Yeah, no, it's a bonus action.
Yeah, so go for it then. Roll the dice. Roll the dice. 18.
Roll
16.
the dice.
Yep, 16. You scan the area. The only thing other than you guys is just the corpse of the hook horror. Otherwise, there doesn't seem to be anything. And as you turn your gaze towards the hole, you don't hear any sound coming from it. You know, the hole over here, where it's just this gaping hole in the side of, like, the main road.
Hayato, is that normal, or is that a new thing?
He shakes his head immediately. No, this is not. Unfortunately, we don't have any explosives to just cake the hole shut or block it off. And we don't exactly have any druids to mould the shape of the earth as well. And in the distance, you hear this sooner, Seamus. You just hear Kurogane say, "I've got you covered on explosives, don't worry."
Yeah,
Always reliable, that Kuro.
Also, if you want, Seamus, you can try and calm the horse now with animal handling.
That's probably a good idea. Unless it's not, but we'll see. Yeah, it was a good idea.
Yeah. Once the horse sort of gets brought back over, you can immediately calm it down. It's a pretty trusty steed, this horse that you've got from Akrua.
Rusty seed.
Kuro comes out, and you actually see him with like a small quiver of about 3 arrows that like have something red and circular around, like, I guess you could say the neck of the arrowhead. Like right by the arrowhead is this reddish ball on each of them. And he just shakes the arrows, bomb arrows. I had some in stock, prepared for when I would need to use them on something. I've still got several left, so don't worry. It won't put me out or anything. Seamus or Felix, can one of you guys, like, blast the bomb arrows with your magic once I put them by the hole?
Yeah, I can firebolt them.
Excellent. We will have to take a step back, not for the blast, but just the noise is quite loud. Okay? And then basically he gets to about here, like right by the mouth of the hole, and he like plants the bomb arrows like by the corners, and then just sort of like backs away. Okay, guys, I think we should get a bit further back than this. Come over this way by the cart.
Okay.
Also, we should probably hide behind some trees or something to, like, you know, the shrapnel and all that, you know? I mean, Darren, that's more than far enough, but okay.
Darren
Darren
does
just
not want to
flips-
take.
Darren just flips off Kuro at this point.
Okay, and Kuro just looks to you, Felix, and holds 3 fingers up, and then just counts down from 3, 2, and then no more fingers left.
He blew his hand apart?
So you fire, and there's barely a delay, and you just hear an almost deafening boom. It's not as ferocious as when the Black Knight basically kamikazed himself, but it's still pretty impressive. And by the time the smoke clears, the hole is officially gone. And so are most of the trees nearby, if they're not immediately charred. But yeah, there's a bit of a ringing in all of your ears, but it'll go away soon. Surely.
Sounds very convincing.
Alright guys, let's get back in the car. Kuro says as he like rolls his neck as if he's like proud of a job well done.
Darren just plops himself back like on the bed of the car and just like starts sleeping.
Starts moving, yeah. Okay. As you all get back onto the cart, it begins to continue moving. Kuro and also Seamus and Felix, you would know as well. Like, the area where you're at, especially if there's creatures here, probably not safe to try and find a place to sleep or set up camp.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how many creatures exited that hole before everything came together. As you leave, I'm going to say I'm allowing anyone who's proficient in Arcana to roll an Arcana check on them frog monsters.
You already know.
I think we already did do an Arcana check on them. Maybe?
Yeah, and you failed.
All
Let
right,
you do
fair
it
enough.
again.
I passed this one.
So Seamus, this rings a bell for you. Especially because... Let me see if I can find it now. Where's the... Oh, so it does do it, it's just not on here. Yeah. You actually remember to have a look at the laboratory diary if you remember the one from the diary from the scientist who tested on the Tarask abominations. Because you looked to the last page, if all of you want to actually check the final bit of the laboratory diary, it still should be in your handouts. The creature there, a froghemoth, is mentioned. And from what you remember, and like what you've heard stories of, that was probably what you thought was a froghemoth. Let me get the exact stuff for a froghemoth. From what you know as well, you also remember hearing the story about how wildcards fought a froghemoth ages ago.
My God, Kaido, you've turned into a robot.
Of course I have. Yeah, I'm over 500 MS.
Jesus.
Oh, now it's back to a crisp 98. Now 141.
That's good.
Someone must be downloading something. Oh, 318. You must be using the internet or downloading really much. Like, I don't really know what's causing that. Other than the fact that the internet's dog shit anyway, but whatever. What was I saying? Yeah, Akura in the Wildcards and his group fought a froghemoth as well. So yeah, a froghemoth. Let me get the details for you. Because a froghemoth is pretty fun. I actually really like them. I have a soft spot for them. So, one thing you know about froghemoth, Seamus. If a froghemoth takes lightning damage, it moves half the speed it normally does. Its hide is easier to penetrate, and it basically can't do multiple attacks.
Darn.
Huh.
Yep. If you'd have known, I imagine Felix had a very different strategy in that fight.
I would have been roughly the same, but with lightning damage instead of whatever the fuck I used.
I think you used fire.
Fire and acid have been my go-tos.
So yeah, froghemoths are basically elephant-sized frogs. One thing you know, froghemoths are actually not of this world. In fact, you remember hearing a very old story, what of you being a lowbard, that froghemoths were basically created in some sort of laboratory. But no one ever knew where this laboratory is, which is why people tend to consider it's an otherworldly creature. And also, frogs can just lay fertile eggs without mating. And it's very unlikely a froghemoth will make it to adulthood, because the parents have such an indifference to their own babies. Oftentimes, they will just be eaten. So it's actually
Oh,
better
we're mixing
if
some ecology in here.
It's actually better if a froghemoth is neglectful to its child, because it means it will move on and the child can grow up.
Nature is crazy.
It's basically the equivalent of throw your kid in the pool and see if he can swim.
It's not even that, it's more, oh yeah, I had a baby, whatever, I'm finding food to eat.
To baby? I pull up.
I mean... Took me a sec. But yeah, froghemoths, nasty bastards.
Well, we killed them all, so... There.
But yeah, it seems like a froghemoth was also, again, if you check, one of the things that took Rua's dad away, or at least was used to take Rua's dad away.
Oh, that's fucked up.
My guess, now knowing its abilities, it probably ate him and then got transported away.
Well, the thing is, you know Rua's dad can actually access lightning damage. So he could have tried using it if he'd have known. But also Rua's dad only had one hand.
Yeah.
And also didn't take the Moonblade with him, so he was much weaker than he otherwise would be.
Still managed to kill it once he arrived wherever he was. That's what I thought it said.
I mean, if you read it, it says at the cost of the general and frog
Yeah.
life. You aren't sure. Rua's dad could have killed it, or maybe it was used to power the teleportation. You aren't sure. You'd have to talk to one of the people who knows, i.e. the cult of the Tarask. And well, do you really want to have a dialogue with them?
Not especially.
There you go. Also, the thing is, froghemoths also actually do resist lightning, and they also resist fire.
No.
Yeah, that's why it took so long to kill it now.
In fairness, was I even I don't think I ever actually aimed at the froghemoths. I think I aimed at the hook horrors and then the Black Knight.
Yeah. Fun fact: you also know hook horrors. Akira also fought hook horrors, which sounds like a coincidence, but to be fair, Akira fought a lot of things in his career. So
The shorter list is what he didn't fight.
Fun fact though. Both the froghemoth and hook horrors are typically found in the Underdark. Which means either they all came out of the same hole, or there's another hole you don't know about.
Hopefully it's the same hole.
Maybe, you don't know. The thing is, froghemoths don't have blind sight like hook horrors. But, hook horrors are also smaller than froghemoths. Which means they, a froghemoth would try to eat one, probably. There's a lot of implications. But as you travel along, I'm going to bring you, gentlemen, back to the world map.
Cool.
As you dealt with that fugly bastard, that fugly froghemoth, and the other fuglies. As you sort of pass him, you just there's just a lot of corpses that have just been destroyed.
Yeah.
From all of the explosions in the area, it's just ridiculous. You just see bits of Hag and wow, that motorbike. You just see bits of Red Cap and bits of metal that the Red Cap probably had on its person. It's just wow, you guys are pretty strong. But anyway, as you continue along, let me just check something.
By the way, does Black Knight constitute a level up, or is it still too soon for that?
Too soon.
Alright.
I mean, wait till the end of the session, my guy. Who knows what you
Oh.
encounter? Well, no, just who knows what you encounter.
Sure.
You might get
True.
you might get no fights, and then it's no, you don't really deserve a level up for that. You've not really had a big. Because the thing is, I'm not just giving level ups for beating enemies. It's also just of a momentous occasion.
Yeah.
I.e., Dracolich pieces, or say some other big fight.
I mean, I just think it's great to see what we can do when we all participate.
Say you cured world hunger today. I'd say that would earn a level up.
Oh, just curing world hunger, no big deal. I see.
Because again, with how I interpret milestones, it's also just by general actions you do in the world. Because the thing is, leveling up in a class doesn't necessarily mean you get combat stuff. It could just be oh hey, I learned an extra spell, or I can now no longer need to eat.
Yeah.
That's why I think it's more personal growth in general. Because it's called experience points. It's not called
Combat
kill
points.
point tally. Yeah, it's not combat points or anything like that.
I mean, every 4 levels, so you get ability score upgrades that can be in abilities that are completely unrelated to combat.
You could literally level up as a fighter and decide, you know what, I'm learning 3 languages.
Yeah.
But anyway, so, as you continue, again, give me a D100. Now.
Oh my god, the number again rolled, summoned the Black Knight back.
You say that? Well, give me 1 second.
Oh no.
87, not bad. I would have laughed if you got 69.
Let me bring you back here as where is he now? There's not just one Black
I
Knight.
like Kaido.
There's 2.
Ah!
No, I
Do you have
don't.
special plans for specific numbers? Or is it all random?
I have a table. I have tables, I should say. It depends on what table I pull from at the time.
Hmm.
It's a random table, but the result on that
So what
table
you're
is
saying is-
specific.
So what you're saying is rolling a 69 will summon a sorted fuck you bye.
No, rolling a 69 in this table, peek behind the curtain, will, well, actually, that'd be telling, so no, I won't tell you.
We'll get it eventually.
Suddenly,
Yes.
the campaign becomes a beat 'em up, and I'm gonna play Streets of Rage music.
I wouldn't be opposed to that.
But, I really want to play Streets of Rage, actually. Anyway, so, speaking of rages and raging, as you continue along, and as you progress, I say rages and raging because all of you, well, I say all of you, Aldane, Daeron, and Seamus, you all feel a gentle pulsing from your particular weapons. As if they're encouraging you and leading you forward. As if to say, like, you're going the correct path.
Most
I'm not
interesting. Yeah, I'm not convinced that this is a good thing.
Man, I want a scary eldritch weapon.
Hugh, do you want
You
mine?
think you do?
Are you sure about that?
But yes, as you continue along, and yet you feel it's kind of like a very gentle pulse. It's different from your own heartbeat. It's a lot more infrequent.
It's
as if,
the
like-
drums of liberation.
But yes, as you continue along, though, it gets to the point where eventually you find yourselves at the. You've seen this site before, Seamus and Felix. At least you've seen coming out of the country as you basically reach the gates to where Tennoyama is, or at least the mountains of Tennoyama. The entryway has a massive red torii gate. To, you know the like big Eastern Asian gates.
Yeah.
Yep.
If any of you've even seen 10 minutes of Ghost of Tsushima, you probably are familiar with what they are.
I played the whole game.
Mhm.
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Spirited
It's a
Away
great
as well,
game.
probably. I'm fairly sure that has some torii gates.
Japanese media loves the torii gates, and to
Yeah.
be fair, they're a cool set piece.
Hmm.
Yes.
Seen a few of them in Wano in One Piece.
So, you come to the big torii gate, and you see actually like a surprising amount of soldiers. Like, some of which actually include the group that went ahead of you. As some of you see a man who looks very familiar, or at least looks suspiciously similar to a certain painter in the back of the cart. Although,
Oh,
unlike Felix, who
Felix?
has a more friendly gaze, this man's a lot more stern. Almost as if, like, you can probably immediately understand why Felix is so apprehensive to be around his own father. Just from the gaze this man exudes.
Immediately hiding behind Aldane. Well, not hiding, but leaning down in his seat and trying to block from sight via Aldane.
As you get ahead, you actually see Hayato lean over the cart and just pat you on the shoulder there and just say, "Take it to those stables over there. We'll need to investigate what's going on." As you do see quite a commotion.
I listen. I do what you said.
You pull up near the stables, because there is actually an inn that serves as like a checkpoint. You pull up by the stables, and I assume, do you all get off the car, or do any of you want to stay? 'Cause I'll say now, Kurogane and Hayato are checking things out.
Felix
So
will
if
go
any-
with them.
Okay, so that's... Does anyone else want to join
Darren's
them?
also gonna. Darren's also
Sure.
going to.
Are you going as well, Seamus?
Yeah, might as well.
Fair enough. So as you all get off the car and check things out, you just see quite a few soldiers, some of which you've seen before just passing through when you're in Shimo. You know, because some of them are like going ahead with you guys.
Yeah.
Sort of. You see Felix's father speaking with a few of the soldiers, and you just hear pretty much this part of the conversation as you see Felix's father speaking, and he just says, "Blasted, this stupid Oni bastard. If only it decided not to come out today." And you see some of the soldiers notice you guys. They look over, and you see Felix's dad making eye contact with you all. The moment his gaze brushes past you all, you feel analysed, almost. As if he's measuring you up before his gaze finishes on Felix, but it's a lot shorter compared to everyone else got, as he then looks through the peak soul. And he just says, "My apologies, Lord Hayato. However, we've been told that the dreaded Oni, the blue one, has been out and about, and apparently has been causing a lot of commotion." And you just see Hayato, like, clenching a fist around his sword, as if he's, like, frustrated.
Would Seamus and I know about this?
History.
Let's see. Oh, did not mean to hit that. I'm sorry. But that history check wasn't very good.
Seamus, you dodged the eventual STD you'll get from your history test.
Well, I appreciate that at least. That's a relief.
You learned your pull-out game was strong whenever this happens. Anyway, Seamus, you've heard stories. Both of you have heard stories, but Felix, you know of it more because, like, anyway. Seamus, from what you know, at least, this Oni does appear. And one of the last correspondences you heard from Hayato was actually to do with the fact that the red Oni of this pair was taken into custody, as these two Onis were like twins who were very notorious bandits back in the day. This was around the time when Kuro was like still in the country before he left. They were quite notorious back then, and they still are now. The problem is, because of the terrain and the fact that they can cast magic, they're very good at escaping because they know the terrain better than a lot of the soldiers do. And it also doesn't help that they often tend to like dominate the local population and wildlife and force them under their will. And in this instance, it seems like the blue one at least is still continuing. Oh, that was a terrible burp. Excuse me.
This is what you
Just
get for
tasted-
drinking iron brew.
I was gonna say, I tasted iron brew, parmesan cheese, meatball, and sick. Anyway, enough of that description out the way. Oh god. Sorry, I'm in a fucking mess. Right. Game face on. So, Felix, you know of these two Oni quite well. You've heard some stories of your father talk about them whenever he's like happened to talk about work. Basically, they've been causing problems for the Byakko district.
Mm-hmm.
Because, not the Byakko, sorry, the Seiryu. As the Seiryu group are actually the people who manage the military. And basically, from that, you have heard stories of two Oni. Let me get their names, because I did actually write them down. Right. So, the blue Oni, I'm just gonna type out the names if you want to take notes. So the blue Oni is, for fuck's sake.
Is an ambulance.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, I won't mind. I'm trying to like GM, and people are getting fucking dying. Like, stop! How dare you die while I'm a G? Whatever. Anyway.
It's not really that they're dying; it's that they're seeking help for the dying.
No, someone brought a knife to a gunfight.
Seek help quieter. I know super hot fires come out of like retirement, but like, come on. It's not even a joke. He really has. But anyway, so what was his name? I'm looking at it, but I'm like, the words aren't passing in my head. That was it.
But I'm not a rapper.
And now my keyboard just isn't working right now. I think I need to get a new one, or at least get it cleaned.
But I'm not a rapper.
Right, here we go. And this was his name. And yeah. So the blue Oni is Akito, and the red Oni is Okita. And yeah, it seems Akito is the strategist of the two, from what you know, Felix. And
Yeah.
Okita is often the muscle. However, they're both still very formidable. Just because Akito is the one leading the brains doesn't mean that Okita isn't smart. And just because Okita isn't considered the... Because Okita's considered the muscle doesn't mean that Akito isn't strong.
Yeah.
I should have picked names that weren't so similar.
Mm.
It's my curse. But yeah, they're both pretty as formidable as each other, but the blue Oni is more cunning, and the red Oni is more good at fights, you know. And yeah, from what you know, Okita got arrested a few months ago before you actually left the country. And he's actually been put in a secret jail facility that no one knows about. Or at least people don't know where it is located. And it seems like ever since that happened, Akito has been a lot more aggressive to make up for things.
Yeah.
And yeah, that's pretty much what you get, what you know. And Hayato just shakes his head and looks at you guys and says, if Akito, this blue Oni, is causing trouble, we'll probably have to be extremely careful. And Felix's father, who is known as Shitara, am I correct? Yes?
Yes, Shitara.
Shitara goes on to say, we're considering planning and splitting into two teams. One goes on foot up the mountains to deal with the Oni in the group, while the rest of the group then can continue through on horseback and carts. Unfortunately, the problem is that, well, we're too noticeable as we are as soldiers, and none of these are really have any spare armor to wear out.
Looks like we're going nude.
Well, the problem is that also most of these soldiers are armored, and most of them don't have light armor, so they'll be too noisy as well.
We can do it. Haldane might make a racket, but we've got past without trace.
All of you give me an insight check for free. I'm nice. I'm in a good mood today. I played Elden Ring.
Jesus. Not very
Shame-
insightful right now.
Seamus is distracted by a pretty lady.
Yeah,
Probably.
Seamus,
Oh,
you
there it
actually do
is.
see... All of you, for a quick second, do actually notice a very, very beautiful-looking samurai woman who's a Triton as well, funnily enough. And she actually seems to be bossing around a few of the soldiers.
Exactly
Judging from-
Seamus's type.
Judging from her armor, she actually seems to be in a bit of a high rank.
Even
and
more so.
you, Seamus, and Felix feel like you recognize her, but Seamus, you're more bothered. You're more focused on her. Felix, Daron, and Alpane. The moment Felix mentions that, you see the slightest, most subtle nod from Shitara. And he looks to Hayato and just says, "Are you okay with this, my lord?" And Hayato firmly nods and just says, "I was going to offer by myself if I had to anyway." "Are you fine with this, Kuro?" And Kuro's just like, "No, I want to go in the car and I want to sleep. But I'm not going to be allowed, am I?" And Hayato just shakes his head. And Kuro's just sighs. "Okay, if we're all going, I might as well join with you guys. I do have bomb arrow."
You wanted to come.
Yeah, I wanted to come because I need a break anyway.
Well, this isn't much of a vacation, is it?
I mean, heading to the land of my home and seeing my family again and getting in a few nice bowls of sukanen and watching a few kabuki shows and, you know, doing a few other things here and there won't be too bad.
Fair enough.
Also,
Hopefully
I
we'll
need
have
to-
time to do some of that.
I mean, even if you guys are finished in Tenoyama, I'm staying behind anyway afterwards. I have things to start out anyway as part of the family. I might not be the peak soul, but that doesn't mean I don't have things I have to do.
Responsibilities.
More just checking in with people. I have contacts here after all. Nevertheless, he looks to Shitara and then just says, "When do you want us to ship out?" And Shitara looks at you all and just like, he can, because I will say, you've not been able to like long rest. You probably have been allowed a short rest, but he just looks at you all and just says, "You clearly need to sleep. We'll do this in the morning." 'Cause as it stands, it's getting, you can see the sun, or at least the sky getting redder as it's approaching sunset. Hayato just nods and says, "Alright then everyone, let's get a good night's rest, and then we'll ship out as soon as, if everyone's okay with this."
Sure.
Sure. Long rest.
Long rest.
Shitara does lift up a finger to add and just says, "I will say, we've been getting some intel on what Akito has been working with. We haven't seen exactly the full brunt of what they can do, but a few of our men were lured in from what they caught from some singing. And the few who resisted the song were able to pull the others back and bring them to their senses. In addition, it seems they're dropping boulders from above, blocking paths. So I'd be careful if any of you get split off from each other or, you know, it's a one-way trip." Also, one last thing. A few soldiers claimed they had smelt burning, as if something was using fire. This is, of course, what I mean from the accounts of the soldiers who lived. Unfortunately, we don't have any information to pass on from dearly departed soldiers anyway. Anyway, enough talking about work. Enjoy your time. We'll speak to you in the morning. As he gives you a quick bow, and then, yeah. Do you immediately go for a long rest, or do you want to like? Because you can talk to people, like you can talk to Hayato or Kuro, or like even Felix's dad if you wanted.
Shitara is Felix's dad.
Yes.
You can
Yes.
see the resemblance quite clearly.
Yeah, couldn't pick the name. Sorry.
It's alright, I'll type it out. What's the name again of your family, Felix? Or at least your child name family?
Felix's child name is Kisaki.
Does he have a surname?
That's
Or is
a
it
good
Ferris as
question.
well?
I don't think it would be. I think he would have changed that as well.
I'll leave it up to you to decide what that is then. because you can't just have you can't not have a family name.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I will think
Do
on
that whenever.
Yeah.
For now, though, what does everyone do now that they've got a bit of time before they stop? Because also, Seamus, if you are interested, you can speak to this Triton lady.
Yep. I'll do that for a little bit.
Okay, what does everyone else do?
I'm gonna.
Felix is gonna go to his room, or
Okay.
shared room, whatever the rooming situation is here.
Just get a lay of
Hayato.
like the camp.
Hayato's gonna go with you to sort things out, but he's not going to talk to you, Felix.
Mm-hmm.
When you get there, you'd find out you would have to share a room with someone. So because you're there first, you can choose who you want to room with. That'll be nice. From the rest of the party, anyway, you can room with. You're keeping a watch out, Daron?
I'm just doing a quick like walk around
Okay.
to
Are
see
they?
like if there's anybody around that I can talk to get
Yeah, no problem.
another sense of the land.
Felix will choose to
Okay.
room with Darren.
Would Daron be okay with this?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. Aldane, what are you doing then?
Aldean is going to be sleeping.
Okay. If you're going to sleep straight away, who do you want to room with from the rest of the party? Well, between, Seamus, Kurogane, and Hayato.
I think Aldean will ask to room with Kuro.
He will be fine with that.
Seamus wants his own room.
Seamus
luck.
isn't getting his own room. Unless he pays out of
Tough
pocket
pity.
for it.
Yeah, you can pay out of pocket if you want.
Well, otherwise, who would Seamus be rooming with?
You'd be left with Hayato by default. Or you'd have to bunk with one of the soldiers who you've never really met before.
Yeah, I'll go with Hayato. Might as well.
I'm just going to split you off like this, just so then room situation is made abundantly clear.
Mm-hmm.
The two pink
Makes
token
sense.
people are together. So, I'm going to leave to Seamus. Seamus, you go to the... Do you actually approach the Triton lady?
Oh ho, you're approaching me. Yeah, I do.
You approach her, and she is currently speaking... Again, still speaking to a few different... What do you call it? She's still speaking to a few of the soldiers. As they all, salute and bow. Look very nervous. This woman seems to command quite a bit of respect. She does turn around, though, as she notices some of the soldiers looking your way, Seamus.
Wow,
Can I
seems
help
like
you,
you're
sir?
seems like you're the lady in charge over here. What's the situation report? What are we going for here?
As she turns around, she is surprised. She's actually quite tall. She's probably around, a little bit shorter than Aldane, which is still pretty tall for a woman, really.
Just think for a brief moment, Seamus's eyes turn to hearts, and he does a little Sanji dance.
I'm just imagining, the classic, Tom and Jerry, Awooga
Namiswa!
And she just, crosses her arms and gives you a stern frown as she just says, "Oh, my apologies, you're the friend of, the Peak Soul and his brother, am I correct?"
Yep.
She gives a bow and just says, "It's a pleasure to meet you, Lord Seamus."
Nice to meet you too. And your name is?
Oh, yes. My name is... I'm going to type it out.
I swear to God, if it's some iteration of Tristan or Tristina, I'm gonna flip a bitch.
Here it is. I've got a few Tritons, so I'm trying to make sense of the name. Here we go. Trikotor Tachibana. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Nice to meet you too. How long have you held your position?
I mean, I'm currently... Just pauses for a second. And one of the soldiers just whispers behind her and just says, "I know my age!" And she just, like, backhands him away. It's like, thank you nonetheless, however. My age is currently... I'm currently 56, and I've been in charge of this... Well, I've had my current rank and been in service for about 2 decades or so.
Seamus immediately kind of sobers up
From what you
because
know,
he realized
Seamus,
that overlaps with when he lived in Tenoyama.
From what you know, Seamus, Tritons can live to about 200, so she's actually quite young. Because they also
Well-
reach maturity at about 15, so...
What I'm saying is she was part of the guard then that turned a blind eye to what happened to his family and everything.
I've been mostly stationed within the Seiryu district, as they are the people who manage war and military strategies. However, for the longest time though, up until this business with this dragon turtle and everything happened, I've actually been away. I was originally
Seamus
doing
his shoulders immediately relax, and you see he's got a little bit of relief there.
I was originally stationed in Pahala, as it were.
All right, that's good then.
There's a few military bases around Pahala. Even though there's 5 settlements, there's still a lot of bandits who try to make a name for themselves, and also, as being a Triton, I offered my services to help deal with waterfront issues.
I'm gonna insight and see how much of what she's saying is genuine and how much of it is just flowery words.
From what it seems like, she's not lying.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like she's.
She might be fudging the she might be what's it called? Getting a couple of details wrong. She doesn't seem entirely confident on some time frame, but it seems more the fact that she's not even a quarter of a life. She's not lived even a quarter of a life yet, so she's kind of not too bothered about time and lifespans. She'd rather just remember the important details, like what has been done on around whenever.
Well, then you must have missed all the fun that happened about a decade ago with the Osaki clan.
I heard a lot of problems with the Akahane clan, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get involved.
What would you have done if you did?
Well, unfortunately, it wouldn't have been my place to do anything. As a soldier, anyway, I'm not allowed to actively be involved with politics, or at least... And she pauses, not without ruining potentially my own family, and also causing a lot of problems that would be worse than if I'd done nothing. I'm disgusted with what the Akahane got to get away with, but I'm glad they've finally been dealt with, or at least they're getting dealt with. The problem is, my family are quite close they're quite close with the Genbu family. So if we did any problems, people might consider us trying to make... Yes, it would be considered like a power move. People might consider the Genbu trying to muscle in and wipe out the Akahane, which would be horribly awkward for everyone.
Yeah, politics can be such a pain in the ass sometimes, can it?
That's why I'm a soldier. I'd rather cut a monster down to size than I would cut a man down to size with words. Or at least, if I'm going to cut a man down to size with words, I'd rather, them at least have at least have some balls to stand up, and not just take it.
Well, that's very much the same reason why I became an adventurer and left the country.
To be honest, you left the country at a good time. Up until this new peak solar vase, I would say, at least in the time I've lived, we were in a bit of a decline.
Oh, even before I left, Hayato, Kuro, and I would always talk about how we wanted to change the country for the better.
Well, I know Lord Takeishi, Kurogane anyway, I should say, apparently made a bit of a name himself travelling around the country, and even became a vigilante for a bit.
That's the Kuro I know and love.
Personally, I wish I could have done that, but refusing the military service wasn't a thing I was allowed to do. Not that I mind. I enjoy fighting anyway, so...
But I appreciate that you did think about other avenues first.
I mean, my original job was to be an adventurer, but, well, for the most part, we were in an era of peace. There wasn't really much to adventure around.
How about now, then? You wish you were an adventurer nowadays?
God, no. I've seen what them fucking turtles can do.
I agree with you there. There's sometimes it's more than I bargained for, but the freedom is worth it.
I'm a devout follower of Genbu and the rest of the other three great lords, but what the fuck is those abominations? I've seen good men die to that dragon turtle to the east of here.
Well, that's what we're here to try and solve, isn't it?
Indeed, it seems like you're at the center of everything. It almost feels like you might have summoned it yourselves to get some recognition and fame. Of course, that's a joke, but...
That is a funny one.
Timing is a bit... strange. I hope you can forgive my honesty.
Well, you will see very soon, once we put our lives on the line to kill that thing, that there's no way we could have been part of it.
I've already heard sendings from Hayato that you dealt with Black Knight, so I have some faith in you at least.
No, that could have just as easily been personal. He hasn't exactly been good about making friends around the continent.
I mean, my father was killed because of the Black Knights, so I hold no love for the man.
Well, I'm very sorry, and I hope you...
My father was very drunk that day. Worst 16th birthday I could have had. As she just looks at you very nonplussed. Fine, he was a dick anyway. Got what coming to him.
I'm very familiar with asshole families.
I mean, yes, indeed. Still, I'd be interested to see what you do against that dragon turtle. I wish I could be there at the fights, but unfortunately I have to maintain the beaches and the coast in case it does kill you all and set foot on land.
Well, then you're the last land of defense, so we'll be counting on you.
I am not just the mermaid of Tenoyama for a reason. I'm not just that because I'm a pretty face, although I don't really care about looks.
Well, speaking of, want to go grab a drink once you're done here?
Unfortunately, I'm too busy with all these idiots. She just gestures behind her, and you just see, like, the moment she gestures, all of the soldiers just flinch, as if, like, one swipe of her hand could just fucking explode them.
Shame it just goes ping!
It doesn't, but, like, they still flinch, because, like, you know.
Well then, rain check after we kill the dragon turtle?
Sure, why not?
Alright. It's very nice to meet you, Trikoto. Is it Trikoto or Trikoto?
Trikoto.
It's very nice to meet you, Trikoto. Best of luck to you. Godspeed.
Likewise. So, now that's done with. Daron, you're looking around for people. You do see Seamus talking with a very lovely looking Triton lady. Other than that, you do see Shitara sort of talking to other people, getting stuff done, getting plans sorted. Other than that, you do actually see a very familiar looking turtle. As you see him, like,
Is it who I think it is?
it looks very similar if it isn't. But to be fair, it's one of them. Turtles don't really have the capacity to have, like, a unique face compared to, say, you as a Genasi. But you're sure it has to be because of the build. Because Ration was quite well built, although it's hard to tell because he is actually quite modestly dressed.
Can I just say that I was looking away from the screen when you were talking, then you said familiar looking turtle, and my gaze just snapped to the screen.
Felix is like neuron activation.
Don't you know that that's Bill's activation phrase?
You speak to him?
Yeah.
At the moment, it looks like he's currently doing something in, like, a notebook.
I make like I do like a tapping notion, like in Cant almost. See if that gets his attention. Hello? Hello?
Static.
Hello?
Yeah.
Kaido?
Hello?
Hello?
His ping hit 600. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ.
Oh,
There we go.
gone from the chat.
You guys did hear what I said, though,
Yes,
right?
yeah. We heard
okay.
you, definitely.
Hello?
You might
Hello?
have to repeat
Okay,
for
there.
Kaido.
Hello. What was the last thing you heard me say?
Well, the last thing that was said was Gen was gonna tap in Cant to try and attract Ration's attention. Maybe Ration's attention.
The last
Okay.
thing we heard was.
Yeah, we didn't hear any
Beautiful.
response to that.
Yeah, that's all I had
What
said.
do you... what do you say then, in Kent?
I'm like, it's mostly just like a hey, notice me signal.
You say
Notice me,
that?
senpai.
You say that? They don't respond.
Are you by any chance related to a black turtle named
They
Ration?
just scream as you speak in a language they understand, and then turn. This black turtle gentleman, quite spiffingly dressed. They look like a scholar of some sort, and they have quite cute-looking glasses on their nose that nearly falls off. Sorry, who are you?
Dairon Gale, are you a friend of Rosh? Are you related to a turtle named Roshan?
What, because I'm a turtle, you think you're
He's a black turtle who looks almost exactly like you.
The ration. Is that like Ra-Shan? Or is that like Ra... Like...
Do I, like, what is it really? Like, actually?
The spelling is that.
I spell it out for them.
Nope, never heard of it. Nor would I have heard anyone called Ra-Shan, but, you know.
Hmm. Do you, like, do they look like someone who is in my line of work?
This looks like the kind of guy back in Tenoyama you might have, like, fucked over. Or, like, people in your line of work might fuck over.
Hmm.
Um...
What's your role in the camp?
Oh, yes, I'm a, sorry. Still very bewildered. Me, yes, me. I am.
Yes, you.
And he just like holds his mouth open as if he's like trying to make the words come out, but they're not coming out. Yes, sorry. Me, yes. I am actually the understudy to Shitara. Uh, Shitara-sama, sorry. Yes.
You don't have to do the honorifics with me. I give zero shits.
Okay. Yes. Excellent. I take it you're part of the group with the pixel that just recently came in, yes?
Correct. There you go.
Splendid.
Do you
Yes.
need help with anything?
Oh no, I'm mostly just trying to draw to calm myself down. It's been a bit hard.
What's causing you to be stressed, my good man?
The fact that I'm being dragged out here when I wish I could be at home. The fact that there's a very pissed off Oni and some harpies. And what I saw was some sort of three-headed creature in the distance that I'm trying to draw right now, but I don't remember it properly.
Is there anything I can do to help you in any way?
No, not really. I mean, I appreciate the offer. It's just, why are you skulking around the area anyway? Seems rather suspect.
How truthful?
He just seems to be very neurotic. It's hard to really get a feel. If he's faking anything, he is a damn good actor.
Oh, damn. I think Dara just goes. It's kind of what I do. Regardless, let me know if you need anything.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Alright. He just seems very awkward. It's a complete 180 compared to Ration.
Yeah, I don't think
Is this-
Dara knows how to. Like, Dara specifically just doesn't know how to deal with this person. As, like, I need an eject button right now.
Is there a particular reason that you're looking around, though? It seems like you're looking for someone.
I'm just trying to get a sense of what's happening.
In what way? Like, you trying to get morale, I guess? Or what?
Guess morale, and also make it so that their people are more at ease even before we deal with you in the morning.
I mean, we're all a bit worried anyway. This being is based very closely to one of the religious figures. It's hard not to feel disheartened, especially when, like, yeah, it's just a bit of a mess. Especially with the Akahane family potentially being dissolved and absorbed by everyone else. I'm actually the third son of the Genbu head family, and I get to see very closely a lot of both sides of the equation. I'm not in line to take over, but I'm also close enough that I get privy to some things. So I do know a bit here and there of what's going on in the country.
What are we walking? I just kind of want to get a sense of what we're walking into.
I mean, Hayato's managed to beat the opposition into submission in the sense where no one's allowed to get away with any corruption. So most of the people who are in his group are very loyal, or at least respect him enough to challenge his authority and keep him honest. Most of us are pretty much united against this turtle, though. We've been seeing seismic activity in the distance. We nearly had to deal with a tsunami coming. And that wouldn't be great, especially with some of the lower buildings that are closer to the waterfront. Again, some of our seafront operatives have been able to halt some of these tsunamis, or at least do something about them to stop them from getting close, but each tsunami is getting taller and taller, and it's getting to the point where even the normal districts of the city, of the capital, will be swept away if this keeps up. We're all just scared, for the most part.
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll be able to deal with it very soon.
I trust you will. From what I've heard, you've already dealt with what? Three of these things already? So, yes.
I also wanted to ask about your boss.
Oh, you mean, Lord Shitara?
Yes.
He's a very capable man. He's always very busy and hard at work. Sometimes I feel like he takes things too hard and too seriously. Sometimes I do wish he could lighten up. Although, since we heard that his son would be returning, he actually seems to be a bit more chipper than normal, if ever so slightly.
Thinking back to how we interfaced with this man prior, like as we arrived, and he noticed Felix's son, like, does that ring true, or is that like so weird sarcasm?
You aren't around the man enough to really make a good decision. You've only seen him in bits, really. Also, to be fair, the man is having to deal with, like, pretty much being one of the most pivotal figures to this problem, like, to solve it. So it'd be a bit understandable if you're happening to catch him on, like, cranky episodes.
Hmm.
You know, chain of commanding and all that shit.
Fair enough. How do I describe
He was
this?
even willing to accept only having one sugar in his tea instead of 3. So he must be okay, or at least in a better mood than normal.
Good to know. Good to know.
Is there anything else you'd like to know?
Just if anything comes up, please let me know, and I'll try to help you maintain your agreements.
I actually know sendings while sent my earliest convenience.
Appreciate it.
He's a very, very polite bow. And do you just continue to sort of go off and do your own thing?
Yeah, I just like to keep an eye out for more people along my crowd, so to speak.
So, yeah, as you keep looking, many other people of interest, apart from a few, like, soldiers of a higher ranking. Hayato seems to mostly just be chatting to people and, like, you know, showing his face, letting them know he's here, and he's going to solve the problem. You know, keeping up morale and hope.
Right. I mean, like,
Interestingly enough,
I just know that, like, in Dairon's mind, like, a camp like this where a lot of, like, there are some bigwigs here, it makes sense for there to be at least a little bit of a representation of the less savory element.
yeah, I mean, from what it looks like, if anyone is, the sort of blending in very well is the problem. Like, there's a lot of soldiers moving across. Like, there's barely any civilians, but to be fair, this is mostly a checkpoint. And it's very likely any civilians in the area are either, like, at the inn, or, like, have been evacuated.
And there's no spies with it. No spies that I can tell within the...
Give me an investigation if you want to check that. Like, in more detail, I guess. Yeah. From what you can tell, it's a lot more different compared to Bovetman. or even Cordis, it feels like a lot more people are less willing to sort of put their ambitions first. It seems like most of the people are pretty much unified under one goal, which is to say, get to Yuto and deal with this dragon turtle.
Mm.
Like it feels like everyone's a lot more honest, or at least if people are hiding stuff, they're not going to risk things. I guess you could say.
Right, for sure. Okay.
Like, there's too many big people here, where a fuck up would be astronomical. Really.
Right. Okay, that makes sense.
So, Aldane, you go to bed straight away, correct?
Yes, Aldane is exhausted. He got knocked out 3 times in a row.
Oh, I would say, Dayron, you don't see Kuro at all. He's like just nowhere to be seen. And
I
Aldane,
don't.
Aldane, before you go to bed, because you didn't see Kuro after you left him, you don't see him in the room, so it's just you alone in bed in your room.
Huh.
And you sort of saw him like dip out at some point after you all like split off. Just something to keep in mind. Felix, as you go, are you just like resting, not actually like trancing, right?
So, are we actually at Yuto yet?
No, you're at a checkpoint. You're not even like at the mountains.
Fair enough. Okay.
Like, to give you an idea, you're about here.
Okay, I just wanted to check because if we were at Yuto,
Let
it'd be
me-
very different. But
Let me draw a thing just so you can. Like, you're basically like here.
okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. I just wanted to check.
I will say as well, when you do this thing with like the mountains, you're not gonna be able to use your cart.
That's fine.
It will be for everyone to know. It will be taken along by the soldiers. So if you want to leave anything on there, let me know. Because if you do get over carrying capacity, you know that's you'll have to help each other with carrying stuff. Otherwise, you'll need to leave stuff on the cart.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, you're like just before the mountains of Tenoyama properly. So what does Felix do then?
Felix will probably. We've got a window, right?
You all have windows, yeah? It's openable.
Felix will probably start sketching the view out of the window then of the mountains.
With the view that you've got, you can actually quite clearly see the Torii Gate as well.
That's good.
Give me a drawing check then.
Oof.
Yep. The problem is, in the view, you see your father. So it's like the elephant in the room. It's like, you know, it's harshing your vibe.
Upon seeing that, Felix just sighs, closes the curtain, and starts to trance.
Okay. Right then, Seamus, what do you actually do for the rest of the night after you speak to Tricator?
Just practice some music, honestly. Probably in whatever motel
Room
room
that
that
you
we get. Yeah. No performances this time.
How long does Dayron continue to like look around?
Probably like for another maybe like 1 or 2 more hours.
Right. I will say, in the entire time, you still don't see Kuro. If you
I
are
am
looking
getting
for him at any
concerned.
point. He's like gone, as far as you know. You don't know where the fuck he's vanished.
Notices that and goes, "That's concerning. That's a later problem, though."
Damn, he's your friend.
He is, but I also know that Kuro can take care of himself.
Wow. You don't think Kuro can't get ambushed?
Yes, but like Kuro knows to like, he's good at making sure that we know if he needs help.
Not if he gets like knocked out. Yeah, fair enough. I respect the
Fine,
faith you have in
fine. I'll
him.
go
No,
look for
honestly,
Kuro.
I if you do, I actually do respect the faith you have in him.
I mean, Dairon like is keeping an eye out for Kuro, like looking for his signs.
You see Hayato. You see Hayato a few times as he passed by. He's making himself like very known. You do see him quite a bit.
Do they look alike?
Hayato and Kuro?
Yes.
There's mannerisms they've got similar to each other. Now that you see Hayato, you kind of see where some of the like mannerisms from Kuro come from. Although, even if they're of the same race, Kuro does definitely feel like he's adopted, or at least
Okay.
Kuro
It's not like
seems
they're
a lo-
twins.
yeah. It's very much like they're very much their own people.
Okay.
Like-
Cool.
Kuro's the red oni to Hayato's blue oni, if you will. That kind of trope. But yeah, like, Hayato's busy. You don't see his brother. But yeah.
I don't think this is gonna go well.
Do you eventually go back to your room? Or go to
Yeah.
your room as it is?
I mean, I'll look for Kuro, but
Give me a perception check. Let's see. Yeah. You look for him and you do not find him in the immediate area. It's quite concerning.
I go to the inn, knock on where Felix is hanging out.
That is your room.
Hey, Felix.
You'd probably see Felix like mid-trance.
Never mind.
Aldane is supposed to be in the room with Kuro.
Is the door locked?
Yeah, but you could probably like.
I pick it.
Okay, thieves' tools check. You open the door. Yep.
I look inside. It's Aldane sleeping?
Aldane just went straight.
Aldane
to bed, right?
is. Aldane is asleep. He
Do
might
you see
stir for a second.
You see Aldane in his bed. It's almost weird to see him not in full heavy armor.
And Kuro's not at all here.
You look at the bed, and you see that familiar black hair of his poking from the bed sheets.
Is this what I think it is? I like very quietly creep up and look through the up and down of breathing.
Yeah, you can see you can see the slight raise and lower of breathing from the bed sheet. Bearing in mind, Kuro's an elf, so he would trance.
I don't trust this.
You lift up the covers.
Very, very gentle.
Stealth check.
Please, nat one.
Oh, that's actually very. To be fair, that's a nat 3 mil. He cursed his roll. He cursed Genny Boy's roll. So you see Kuro stir. Actually, under the covers as he rolls over.
I shake my head, go back to the door, pre-lock it, and then slam it shut.
Thief Stools check. If you're gonna relock it. Yep, you. It's like no one ever unlocked it.
And I slam the door shut.
Aldane, give me a perception check with disadvantage.
Because I'm supposed to be asleep.
Yeah, because Dara might just wake you up because of it.
Just for shits and giggles. Thanks, Tyrone.
Yeah, no problem.
Of that
Yeah.
20 on the other side.
Yeah, you just like your eyes just burst open. You hear the slamming of the door. There must be an intruder.
Imposter detected.
What do? You heard the slam. As you look around the room, you see a bulge in the bed sheets where Kuro's bed would be. You see black hair.
Aldane is too tired for this shit.
You just roll back over.
Yes.
Okay then. So I take it you're all just. Do we want to just skip to the next day?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, gonna call a small break. You're all fully healed. Your resources are back.
Yeah,
Excellent.
that also means painter's inspiration, because I used more of that in that one fight than I think I have in the rest of the campaign.
I'm gonna also get some new music. But before that, I'm going to pee. No, I'll get the music now. Won't take long. Once the thing come. Which brands, as part of their values, are committed to helping you understand inequality? Amazon. So the choices are Google, Apple, Amazon, Facebook. Do I just put all of them down? Yeah, I will. Because I understand inequality very clear with those companies.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to use the loo. I will be right back. Because now, I'll do music after I get back, whatever. Fuck it.
As long as you're sure.
I am back.
Cool. I was just comparing Assassination Classroom to Matsui's new series, Elusive Samurai.
Okay.
Because today's chapter was very good for Elusive Samurai.
I was gonna joke and say, is he finally falling off in quality?
Dear God, no. I will send to the general chat a page from today's chapter. Like, Jesus Christ, that art.
He is very good at drawing horror and
Yeah.
creepy imagery. I do love the surprise, like, creepy stuff from authors and this stuff. When it's like, this person could do X genre and probably do very well in it.
Furadate, the Haikyuu author, is another one who's really good at horror imagery.
Didn't he originally do horror before?
He did originally do horror and then transitioned to a sports manga.
I mean, it's quite crazy to think that Kentaro Miura kind of like different genres he pulled from with his work, and how like he could have done almost any genre if he wanted to and made it good.
Yeah.
I've got music I want to use when we're back in.
Cool.
What do you think of things so far then, the Satch?
Going well. I mean, looking forward to taking on this blue Oni.
What did you think of the red herring in the form of the black turtle?
As I said, when you said familiar looking turtle, I was looking away and just immediately I just looked at the screen just like, you're not gonna do it again, are you?
And motherfucker did.
I didn't do it again, it wasn't Ration, it was someone else. What do you think of the session so far again?
Good. I'm excited. I'm enjoying it. It's a nice quiet session after last time.
Oh, just wait, there's the mountains.
Things didn't go brilliantly the last time we were in mountains.
No,
At least this time
no,
you shouldn't have any. At least this time you shouldn't have any. What do you call it? Avalanches. Turns out that Oni Bears followed you all the way from Colonial Pole, went across country.
That would be fine for us. I feel like it would break Kuro.
Kuro wouldn't like it because he doesn't know the kind of relationship you've acquired with it. He nearly died because of it.
We really had a good time with that Odie.
He'd want to fight you though, especially with how much stronger you've gotten since.
Oh no, I know. We understand this. I think.
The only reason he helped you the last couple of fights is because there were more immediate threats.
Well, maybe if we time it right, it can help us with the dragon turtle.
Or you find out how well it can actually swim in water and probably decides to let you drown. I really enjoyed looking through the bestiary of 5e, the whole of it, and just seeing what monsters I can throw at you guys.
Yeah.
I'd like to think I've been pretty good at making enemy encounters varied.
Yeah, I would say so.
Like, I'd like to think even if I've made you fight something you've already fought before, I can put a fun enough spin on it where it's like, what is this thing truly, you know? Like, hey, the Black Knight pulled out some new tricks, for one.
Yeah.
You basically forced him into super mode.
I'm not excited for our eventual and inevitable rematch.
I mean, yeah. To be fair, though, there was 2 more of you for that fight, compared to the last time. And you're also stronger than you were when you first met him. Well, when you first fought him anyway.
Yeah, I mean 3 more.
What do you mean? No, I don't count. I mean in terms of like bodies just in general. Aldane was being a tank.
We could have killed him that first time if Aldane had actually done something.
If Aldane had gotten in the mix, the Black Knight would have been a lot more aggressive.
Well, we would have had more of a shot.
I need to have enemies that can like just teleport around the battlefield, so you can't be safe just being in the corner.
I mean, that also helped. Like, Seamus and Felix were able to just hide behind, hide in a tree and hide behind a rock, and just take pot shots.
Kuro could grant advantage on attacks 3 times because these samurai are fucking bullshit.
And I think at that point, I don't think I had chromatic orb.
When you first fought, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll be fine. It'll be a while before the Black Knight resurfaces yet again.
Good.
I don't want him becoming Team Rocket where you just beat him every time you fight him. Just like...
just bullying Mr. Shakedown.
Or at least if you do beat him, I want it to be a lot more... To be fair, that was a very hard fight. You could have had a player death. You could have had 2, to be fair.
Yeah.
These next fights aren't going to be... They are going to be fun, I should say. It's just, you know, you're going up mountains in territory that you're not really equipped for.
Yeah.
It's all good. It's all Gucci, all Prada.
But yeah, I am definitely planning for what Felix will do once he's back in Utah.
Perish?
Maybe, who knows?
Shine?
Omewamo Shinde.
I still love that Shinzo Abe accidentally told women to die.
Wait, what now?
Basically, he did a campaign for like pro-women where the word shine was plastered with his face. The problem is, the Japanese word for death, shine, or at least to die, has the exact same letters as shine. So yeah, he basically inadvertently told women to just die, which is quite based, to be fair. But yeah.
He just showed his true colors.
Based and red-pilled.
I should have shared it last month. It was International Women's Month. Fuck, it's fine. International Women's Month has come and gone anyway. I can be as sexist as I want now, right? That's how it works.
Nah.
Damn.
Nah.
What's the point in having gender if you can't even, like, punch down at people, right? I'm joking, of course.
That's very gender of you, Kaido.
Damn. I know I'm a cis white male, but like I'm also autistic, so you know. I can do anything I want, right?
I don't believe that's how it works, unfortunately.
Well, I can at least say fuck autism speaks like I did in pretty much every server I'm in.
Unfortunately,
Yeah, I did.
Unfortunately, Kaido, it means that per the gender criticals, you aren't smart enough to hold off the LGBTQ movement. You are
Good,
now
I don't want to hold-
gay and trans. That's the way it works according to
Oh.
the gender criticals.
Oh, good. I'm gay and trans. That means I can get away with even more shit. I have all the cards to play now. My deck is filled. The only thing I can't play is a race card.
Yeah, they don't send that to you in the mail, unfortunately. You have to go to one of the meetings.
Yeah, no, I got mine at a meeting. You have to pay membership dues and everything. It's a whole thing.
Damn.
Yep.
Maybe when I respec, when I get reincarnated.
Anyway, are we still waiting
Is
for
everyone
Dylan?
here, by the way?
We are
Oh, I'm
probably
back.
still
I
waiting.
was just staying
there
out
he
of what you guys were talking about.
Alright then. So I just want to ask this now because I want a marching order going this way, single file.
Right.
We're not going immediately out to that yet, but this is like, who wants to go first or second or like. Hayato does actually want to offer to go first because not only does he have good eyesight, but he can also like hold things off with his lance.
So I'd say Hayato, Aldane, Darren.
Kuro's happy to be at the back because he is quite durable compared to Felix and Seamus.
Yeah. Then I think Seamus behind Felix, but before Kuro. I think that'll probably
Moving
be a
to the
decent
spots.
marching order.
Moving to the spots, guys, unless you have something else you want to offer. Jack, Dylan.
I'll be at the front.
Yeah, put me towards the back.
You
I
can
am no
use your own
tank.
token, Dylan.
But there's no real. Oh, there it is. Okay. It's like, what is even the formation here? That?
No, it's going
No.
from this way. Hayato's
Why
at the
are you
front,
at the
sweat.
front?
No, yeah, no. Let's do it like this way. Seamus is the tank.
Yeah, sure.
Gyro is using Seamus as a meat shield.
I'll be at the front.
This is the formation. This is just for this is for later. Worry not. So, as you wake up, I'm also going to share the music.
Right.
As you wake up the next day, Aldane, you see Kurogane in bed still. Don't know where he went off to, and it sound, you were in the room first, and he didn't alert you to it.
Teenager bastard. Kuro, wake up.
I'm already awake. I have trance. I've been reading in bed, you fool.
You forgot that Kuro can fake asleep.
He just throws the cover. He just throws the covers off, and you just see him in full armor as he slowly rises up like the Undertaker.
Oh, you had the same idea as me. I throw the covers off and I'm also in full armor.
You wouldn't be able to. It's heavy armor.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to sleep in heavy armor?
You can't. That's the point. That's kind of the trade-off with heavy armor because it also takes 10 minutes to put on.
Yeah.
Now I'm just imagining Aldane trying to sit up like the Undertaker, but just like struggling because of the weight of the armor.
I believe you can sleep in. I believe the only armor you can sleep in is light armor. Because even medium armor, medium armor typically makes you have disadvantage on stealth as well, which to me means that it's that you couldn't comfortably sleep in it. Is what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
can see
being
that.
a monk is so good, or a spellcaster, because you don't need armor. The armor is your body. But anyway, so Kuril's just like, yeah, I've been ready. The only reason I haven't left the room is because I didn't want anyone bothering me right away. Official business. Also, I was really busy last night, so I made my due diligence not to wake you up because I'm a considerate friend, Aldane. As he like starts getting his gear ready to leave, pretty much leaving you behind to get your clothes ready. Felix, you have been awake hours before Dayron.
Gonna just sneak a peek out of the curtains.
Felix. Or
Father...
would Felix have left the room?
No, Felix wouldn't have left the room. He would have stayed in the room, but he would have given given drawing and the scenery another try.
Give me a draw paints check.
Slightly better.
So in the distance, when you were drawing at one point, you absent-mindedly caught a blob, like a silhouette, that you just drew. Looking back on it, that seems like a creature that was flying. Big, given the depth of the painting, or at least the drawing. Might be something to bring up.
Mm. Isn't that wonderful?
It's the ancient white dragon again. Ghoul Levi comes back. Aldane! No. So, no, it's actually the Oni bear coming in from the top. Anyway, Daron, you wake up. You see Felix already awake. What do you do?
Good morning, Felix.
Can a morning really be good?
You know, I don't know. And Dyer just kind of gets their shit together. They do rise up like the Undertaker because they're wearing
Literally or physically, or both.
both. Because they're also just wearing their armor. Just
I mean, Kuro would have actually woke up, put the armor on, and then just went back under the covers. Because he can trance.
yeah, but Dyer wears lighter.
Yeah, sure. It's still not terribly, like, great to sleep in. Like, it's, it's like sleeping in your work clothes, I'd say.
Yeah,
It's
but
possible, it's just-
Dyer's also worried about Felix and wants to make sure that nothing happens.
What, you think Felix is gonna have a Joker moment and try and kill you in your sleep or something?
No, as in Dyer's worried about someone trying to harm Felix.
Oh. And I'm just imagining Felix going, we live in a society. He's got the paint. He can paint his face. Oh.
Anyway, Felix will share
actually,
about
I'll
the
cry with that.
Felix will share about the flying blob he saw.
That's concerning.
I mean, it might not be relevant to us, but considering how often it is.
I mean, you're
It
dealing with an
usually is
Oni
important.
I mean, you're dealing with an Oni that's potentially subjugated quite a bit of the population of the mountains. Or some of it, enough to cause a problem for a small, like, platoon of soldiers.
Yeah.
We should tell, God, what's his name? Fuck. Hayato about this.
What was that about telling me something? As he opens the door.
Felix thinks he saw something in the night.
Also, how long have you been stood there?
I stopped asking questions.
I have actually really good hearing, not just eyesight. I was already getting ready. I woke up early.
Well, it's sort of some sort of flying blob off in the distance.
Okay.
It might
What
not be
did it
anything
look
to
like?
be.
The silhouette isn't really that great. Because again, it was more of an absent-minded, like, oh yeah, that's there. Let's put, It's one of them it was hard to think much of at the time.
I think it had wings.
Okay. I mean, I have heard reports of a large flying creature in the area, but we've not seen what it was. At least this lines up with the reports. Here's hoping it isn't under the employ of Okita.
Want to be
Akito
Akito?
even. I don't want to sound racist, but they're both Oni, they both have similar sounding names. I'm also really tired. I'm not a morning person.
Out of character, Kaido, did you choose those names because they sounded similar?
The twins.
Hmm.
My curse to bear that I chose to give them those names. I knew I should have given them something easier. Fine. I already had an entire session already where I kept mistaking a dragon turtle for a tortoise and vice versa. Anyway. Seamus, when you wake up, actually, you don't see Hayato, but the door has just been left open.
Goddamn morning people.
Anyway, I have
Seamus
to
just
get
gets
my
up and gets ready.
I have to get my morning 3 cups of coffee. I'll see you down at the cafe. That was an out of character sneeze.
What?
Thank you. I deliberately moved away from the microphone and put my arm in my shoulder, in my sleeve even.
Still scared the shit out of me. Still very loud in my ears.
I mean, I'm a loud sneezer.
Oh, same.
Anyway. I mean, what's it called? Thaumaturgy lets you talk loud. So imagine just using thaumaturgy to make a sneeze loud.
God.
I'd be the sort of
No, I
player
would
who
use
do
thaumaturgy
that.
to make a reverb fart.
You can't. It doesn't work like that, sadly.
You can't use
It
thaumaturgy on your anus?
You... Unless your anus.
No, you
also
can only
counts-
use it on Neptune.
Unless you use it to. Unless it counts as your mouth, and we're not Thanos. No. How many anuses did Zito say Thanos had? I'll have to watch that review again.
Anyway.
So, yeah, he just says, I'm gonna have my 3 morning cups of coffee, I'll see you later. And he just, like, walks down. Not long after, you do see Kurogane in full gear walking by, and he just, like, points, waves at you guys. You know, the guy who you didn't see at all day on.
I saw him in his bed.
Oh yeah, he did, ignore me. But yeah, he was in his bed, and yeah, now he's awake.
Have a nice nap.
Yeah, it was really good. I had a very busy afternoon.
Oh.
I'd tell you, but it's a long story. You know how it is, right?
Oh, I know. I get it.
I mean, maybe you can save it for the walk up the mountain.
Maybe. From what I've heard, though, we don't want to provoke the creatures by making too much noise, so let's keep it to a minimum. And then he just sort of goes down.
So, what did you do yesterday, Darren?
Just wandered, make sure that things are okay. Get a sense of the camp's state.
Well, it'll be efficient if nothing else.
True enough. Regardless. Are you
guessing
okay
you-
with everything happening?
For the time being. It's good to have something to do at the very least.
True enough. Let me know if you need someone's balls kicked.
Rua's not here.
I know, that's why I'm saying it.
Yeah, but you can't do unarmed strikes.
Yeah, but I
I'm joking.
I can stick something up into the area where the balls are.
I mean, Kuro has bomb arrows.
True, I can borrow those.
I feel like that would cause more problems than it would solve, but I appreciate the sentiment.
Regardless, you know what I mean.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you want to kick Felix dead in the balls? He's only been nice and cordial.
I only want to do it because Felix does not feel comfortable around him.
Cool. Steve. Mold.
Anyway, we should head up.
And Felix is my good buddy.
Good trauma buddy. we should head downstairs. Seamus will obviously take a while, but we should still start to get ready now.
Yes, for sure.
I wonder if there's anywhere that sells healing potions.
You know, let's ask Hayata.
Fuck is this? I've got to share this with you guys. It'll be in Tencel server, just apropos of nothing. So, as you all go down, you all see several soldiers just eating food at different tables. Kurogane is currently like sat next to Hayato as the Hayato. Both of them are eating like bowls of noodle bowls,
Mm-hmm.
and there's just like a lot of like chopsticks being used.
Felix will sit down with Kuro and Hayato.
Good morning, Felix. Hayato gives you a very firm nod. Was your rest well?
As well as it could have been. Do you know anywhere that sells healing potions around here?
I mean, if you need to, we do have a stock.
That would be appreciated. Been running low, and obviously, as you know, as yesterday can attest, it's better to have them if necessary.
If you speak to the head of logistics, he's a black tortoise gentleman wearing a pair of glasses.
Ah,
He goes by the name of Riku. You won't miss him. He's the only portal who's here with us at the moment.
good to know.
Mm-hmm. He also does work as the assistant to your father. Just thought I'd let you know that as well, just in case.
Appreciated.
I've
But
seen the rest of I'm sorry.
no, it's fine. Just saying we should probably get eating so that we can be ready to go once Seamus gets out of bed.
I mean, I'm already on my third bowl. This weakling over here is only halfway through his second. And Kuro's like, I don't eat like you do, for fuck's sake. I'm thin. I have to be. I need to keep my image. I can't be big and bulky like you, bro.
And if he gets too big, he and Guy won't fit on the same bed.
Yes, I've heard about that, Kuro. As he just like looks at him, and Kuro's just like, and? You sleep in the same bed as someone, brother? And Hayato just says, yes, my wife. Kuro's just like, fine, whatever.
Felix
What? So you guys-
Felix is just watching as if he's watching a tennis game, just like back and forth.
What, two guys can't share a bed? Is there a problem with that? Hayato's like, no, it's just... Who knows? Maybe I've been raised around too many traditions. As he just looks at Kuro quite nonplussed, like...
I'll say
I assume
it. It's because Guy loves you.
What? No. What? No. No. What?
Oh, poor Guy. Poor Guy.
I mean, it just doesn't seem weird to share a bed with your friend. I mean, what could possibly happen?
Just like, you know.
Tyra just looks at Felix like, really? Are you going to do this now?
It's the same as, like, you know, kissing your bros before goodnight. It's just, you know, it's what homies do. Besides, there's a reason I have to share a bed with Guy. I'll have you know.
Is it because
That's-
you can't
Because
afford
he
more than
loves
one
you?
bed?
I mean, I can actually afford my own place. I just don't want one. I actually don't cause a lot of mess in the apartment either. Guy's the one who does, so take it up with him.
Speaking of, we should probably find our own permanent place in Centralis. Seeing as we seem to be based out of there for now.
I don't understand why you've not brought it up with me. I can help find you a place. Oh,
Mostly
Dane
'cause
already has
we
his
all
home.
have our own places.
Yeah, but it's not proper accommodation if you're just staying at a hotel.
Yeah, Felix just stays
I
in an
live
inn.
at the bar.
Doesn't count. It's not a permanent place. I've been to the Fallen Star. Those aren't permanent homes.
And we can't keep
When we
imposing on Aldane, as fun as it is.
Appreciated.
I mean, I'd like to impose on his mum, if you know what I'm saying. As he just, like, elbows his brother.
Bro,
Dyer
I
just
like you
looks
a
at
lot. I
Hayato.
really do not want to hit you right now. I really want to hit you right now. Do not make me want to hit you.
I'm sure if you ask Aldane's mother and mention that you're a friend of his, she'll let you stay in her house. That's what friends
She
do,
knows
right?
me- She knows me anyway. We often hang out, or at least he pauses for a moment as if he's trying to word this properly. I happen to see her, and sometimes when she needs an escort to take her to stuff, I'm willing to help her because, you know, I'm a friend of the family, aren't I, Aldane?
Yes.
I don't see why it would be so hard for you to impose on Aldane's mum and stay the night.
I mean, that would be lovely. It's just, well...
She's married.
No,
Happily.
I mean...
What
I
does
wouldn't
that have
say
to do
yes.
with anything?
Oh, nothing, Felix. Don't you worry your little head about it.
Speaking of Felix, is that your father over there?
Dyer is just like pinching the bridge of their nose
He just, like, points behind you, Felix.
and looks
Aldea
very
just...
very sufferingly at Hayato like, this is what I have to deal with. Please kill me.
So just mouths.
Aldea
the
just goes over to Diron real quick and just nudges him and says, "Do you think he's doing this on purpose?"
Oh, I am. So he looks as he sort of leans over to look at you guys as if to join in.
I mean, no one's this what's the word, dense. Like, Dyer just
Obliviously
roars
affluent.
Karel.
Aldea also deliberately ignores Kuro.
Oh, fine, fuck you guys. As he just like goes back
You
to
started
his
this.
roles. Yeah, I did. And now I'm mending it. Someone has to be the big person.
Mm.
Well, this was a very nice breakfast
We
meal.
are
And
bigger in the head.
It was a very nice breakfast meal and conversation, but I've got a black turtle to find.
Dairon just stands up and goes, I need to join you too.
Maybe you should find the mahjong parlor. What's this about a black turtle, gentleman?
Oh, it's
Kuro
the
just like,
head of logistics here.
oh, Riku, yes, lovely gentleman.
Yes, I
He's
spoke to
actually
him
quite good at-
yesterday.
He is actually very good at shogi.
Maybe if we get time, I can give him a game.
He shrugs. So you are looking for Riku, yes?
Yep.
Perception check.
I'm
You
helping.
go with him, Dayron?
Yeah, I'm going with him.
Okay, it's a 19. You see Riku having a very interesting discussion. Perhaps with Shitara.
Can we not see who he's talking to?
Yeah, Riku and Shitara are talking to each other. Do do you go over?
Felix seems to be weighing his options, just like, I do need healing potions, but are my friends' lives worth this conversation?
If you want, we don't have to go. I can go alone.
No, this shouldn't be weird. I need healing potions. I've only got the one left, and if Haldane is gonna continue this trip like he started, he's gonna need more of them.
Damn.
Need more what?
Healing potions.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Let's go talk to Riku.
Yes.
And so then, Lord Chitara, that's when I said, that's not a corpse, that's a... Oh, hello there. As he looks to you guys.
Hello there. Are you Riku, head of logistics?
He stands up and makes a very polite bow. Yes, I believe you're
Hello again.
Lord Chitara's son. And yes, it's excellent to see you as well, Lord Gale.
Yes. Felixus Ferris at your service, and returns the bow.
You just see as Chitara is like looking between you guys, just watching. Was there a particular reason you needed me for anything? If you need anything, I'm happy to be of service. Your father has helped me immensely, so I can only repay the debt I owe any way I can.
I don't think that this is that this will lighten the ledger, so to speak.
Lord Hayato informed me that you were the person to see for supplies for the coming trip, specifically healing potions.
Oh yes, I definitely recommended him to take this role. I thought it would give him excellent experience. He's only young and he's quite capable, so I thought I'd bring him along. Chitara just says, with a small smile.
Yes, I'm aware of how important you feel experience for young people is.
Yes, indeed. I'm glad we see eye to eye on this, don't we, son?
Of course.
You just see Dairon, you just see Riku, and he's just like putting his teeth together, like. So, what is it you needed my assistant services of?
As I said, healing potions. Maybe is your hearing going in your old age? I mean, it's maybe something to get checked out.
My apologies, I just wanted to confirm is all, isn't... And Riku just nods and says, yes, sir. How many do you need?
I've got the one at the moment. I mean, what sort of... is it just standard healing potions you have?
We have a few higher tier potions. Those are mostly going to be saved when we actually deal with the, you know, the dragon turtle.
No, that's very fair, actually. That's a very good point. I'll just take...
We do have a couple, though, that we can afford to spare. Higher tier ones, I mean. We have 2 greater healing potions, but we can give you at least...
No, we should save them for the big fight. For now, I'm sure Haldane will cope with standard potions for the time being.
Okay then. He pulls out a notebook and just starts writing. How does 4 healing potions sound?
That would be fantastic, thank you.
When you're ready to go, I will be at the gates, ready to give you the potions.
Appreciated. Now, if you'll excuse me, we should start preparing, at the very least, to get Seamus out of bed.
Yes, I wish you good luck on this, by the way. I don't envy you guys, but I do respect your dedication to the work. And you just see Cheetah smile and just says, "What my assistant means is that good luck. We wish you well."
Yes,
Truly, we do.
I had gathered that, thank you. Bows to Riku and walks away.
Darren nods to Riku and as well.
Hayato. Cheetah gives you a nod, Daron, and just says, "Please do take care of my son. I know you are anyway, but, you know, as a father."
It would behoove you to listen to your son, too. And I walk away.
So, a fun conversation there.
Yeah, I'm sorry that happened.
I'm sorry too, that was pretty awkward. You just see from like a soldier walking by. Oh, sorry, I really shouldn't be in this conversation. And he just like rushes back to his bench.
Is everyone related? Is everyone just Hayato in disguise?
There's just like a lot of people who were watching that conversation. Who wants to miss good old-fashioned family drama? Am I right? Anyway,
We'll be in this stage until we can have a proper conversation, but that probably isn't going to happen until Yuto.
True enough, but you're not alone in this, my friend. You know that.
I definitely appreciate it.
I mean, hey, out of character, you could have the relationship River has with his dad. You know, killed him by accident.
I don't think Felix would do it. I think Darren would do it if necessary.
I just mean, you know, you could have River's relationship with his dad, which is to say, you know, one of them is dead and they've not seen each other in 3 years. Anyway. So, you all get ready to leave, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
As you all get ready, at the entrance of the gate leading up the mountains, you do have... Hayato does actually say, "If you allow me to lead, I can show you the path where I've been informed we need to go."
Sounds
So I've
good.
also been around these
Alright.
around these mountains a few times, so I know the best routes, and in theory, what we can avoid, and you know. Also, apparently Riku offered me this to give to you, Felix.
Take the healing potions.
You now have 5 healing potions, actually. Seems he gave you an extra.
Oh, cool. So I now have 6 healing potions, because I already did have 1 left.
There's also a little note inside. Because it's actually in like a case. And it just says, you can't see it, but I'm grinning.
Does Felix share with the class? And by class, I mean Darren.
No, Felix will just read the note.
Eat it.
No, fold it away and tuck it away.
And then eat it.
No, if he was going to get rid of it, he'd just produce flame on it.
But you could eat it.
Why, though?
Because that's
Because
a
you
good way to
can.
dispose of it. I had a character who did that. He had no sense of taste, so he could easily eat any note he got given.
Yeah, well, Felix does have a sense of taste.
Are you sure? Are you sure that hairstyle with those shoes? Anyway, As you make your way and make your formation, here's some new music.
Okay. Going.
It takes you. So as you walk up these hills, the terrain is quite uneven. You very much have to watch where you're going. And as you walk for probably, again, like a solid 10 minutes, everyone, if you want to keep watch, give me perception checks. You know, so you're not ambushed by anything. Because eventually it gets to the point where you kind of like stop seeing where the original path was. And, like you're
By the way,
definitely off
just
the beaten
Jesus
path.
Christ.
Yeah, just before we leave, I do say to Hayato, let me know when I should cast Pass Without Trace, so that, nobody hears that one pointing it out there.
So that 26 is Hayato. That 17 is Kurogane. That 10 would have been Hayato's normal hearing roll, because he only has advantage to see. What's
Just so
it
you
doing?
know, I can't access roll 20 right now because my computer froze and I have to restart it.
Okay, fair enough. Again, would you like to control Aldane for the time being? Just for like cheat and stuff. You mind that, Jack?
It'll only take like 10 minutes. It should be fine.
It's
10
just in the
minutes to
meantime, if you
restart?
have combat.
No, 10 minutes to get all my stuff set up, including roll 20.
Alright.
My computer is all restarted right now. It just takes a minute to load up.
So, again, can you open up his sheet and just do a quick perception? For his
Doing it.
sake. Banging. So, only Daron and Seamus. Seamus, you've never been up these hills before. It's a bit weird knowing that, like, this awkward terrain, and, like, you know, you lived in a country based around mountains, but it feels weird knowing that, yes, these are mountains. Daron, this is, like, also quite strange for you, because you've mostly been, like, used to just flat terrain from, you know, your home country, and you didn't really deal with many hills, apart from, like, you know, the big ice hill mountain thing called the Forbidden Nights. And it wasn't really like this either, so... for everyone else, Felix, Aldane, and of course Hayato and Kurogane, your attention is drawn as you hear a noise, like a song. And Hayato immediately raises the hand to stop everyone, and just says, "Do you hear that?"
Yes.
And he puts a hand to his mouth. And if you pay attention, you all hear a song. Sounds quite beautiful as you like listen out. And it's so beautiful. I need you to all roll me a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, I thought that was coming.
Yep.
What now?
Roll a wisdom save, bitches. Oh, 11! Oh, that's kind of cringe,
nice.
bro.
15
Oh,
from
you got a 27.
That 4 was Hayato.
15
Wait,
from
what did I get?
Aldane.
27.
Holy shit.
Wait, what's Aldane's charisma mod is +3, right?
+4, I thought.
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
+4, so that's an 8. Kuro, 17. So, Felix, this song is so nice. You almost felt literally drawn to it. But you shake it off just before it can hook you. However, all of you begin to see in front of you is Hayato as he just starts walking ahead. Slowly.
Somebody should grab him.
Aldane grabs him.
I will say, Hayato's moved a space forward. Do you want to move forward to get to him?
Yes.
Okay,
Dairon's also moving forward to like assist Aldane.
okay.
Did anyone
So
else
I'm
fail?
gonna say, what does Aldane do? And I'm only allowing Aldane to do something.
Aldean grabs Hayato by the arm.
Okay, you do that, and I'm gonna say Hayato is allowed to do another wisdom save because you've done that. He just tries pulling you along. He's in the sauce, as it were. Give me a strength check if you want to stop him from moving forward.
Can
Or at
Byron
least-
help?
Again, roll a stealth check because you actually have his sheet open.
Strength
This is
check
the-
or strength saving throw?
Strength check contested. Hayato rolled an 8. Aldane rolled a 9. Wow. So yeah, it's fucking awkward. Hayato's not making this easy for you. And as this happens, Seamus and Felix, while the other three over there are fucking around, the singing's getting louder. And for a second, the sun is blotted out. As both of you, Seamus and Felix, look up, you see this. Waiting at the top. Oh wait, you're not on the map, are you?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Stupid. I am so cringe.
I went
Oh
to the
my
Discord
God.
server to see if you'd posted something in general.
I am so stupid.
It's fine. It's fine.
End
it's
my
fine.
life,
It's fine.
please. Just end my life now, please.
I'm not
go.
sure it'd be worth
see
the
the
train
map?
ticket.
Do you see
Yeah.
the map?
Yeah.
So this is what you're on. Very steep cliffs. Yeah, you see that above you. Seamus Felix. What are you doing?
Eldritch
It looks-
Blast.
I'm assuming it's hostile.
Yeah,
It's
I'm
about. You're about to. It looks like it's ready to jump down at those three. The three in front of you.
Yeah, no, definitely Eldritch Blast.
Firebolt.
As for Aldane, because you can't see it, and if anyone's audio, Kuro, Seamus, and Felix have seen a hook horror above them on the cliff, ready to jump down at Daron and Aldane and Hayato. I'll allow you both to get one attack off. Eldritch Blast hits.
Does that mean 2 Eldritch Blasts or just one?
One. I'm only allowing one because it's about to jump. So,
Damn.
where's the hook horror sheet? Here it is. I forgot I put it quite low. The firebolt misses, but the Eldritch Blast can clip it for 7 points of damage. It just loudly, which alerts everyone else apart from Hayato because he's still, charmed.
Ah, shit.
And as he jumps down, Aldane and Daron give me a dex saving throw. So again, roll both for the sheets. Is that yours?
The first one was all.
So Aldane gets a 9. Daron, you get pushed across. And Aldane is actually squished by the hook horror, taking... I'm also going to change the music once this damage is done.
Mm-hmm.
Taking emotional damage.
Like, flattened like a pancake damage. Babe, it's 6 AM, time for your dick flattening.
Emotional damage.
Aldane takes 6 damage as he gets squashed, and I'm going to do the fight music. As Anish time. Don't forget again, you'll have to click the token for Aldane for his sheet.
Dane was right.
But yes.
I'm going to put Hayato on the initiative, but he's still charmed.
But yeah, Ave
Wow,
Marimba is
So was Dairon.
Ave Marimba is not much of a fighting song.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's
Is
called
it just me, or
Soundtrack
is that like the
Dissonance.
best initiative that Seamus has had in an entire campaign?
Yeah, Seamus fucking popped off. Okay, that's that, and then I'm gonna make a roll. Oh, the hot car did very well, in fact.
Question: Is Ave Marimba literally a marimba remix of Ave Maria?
I don't know. Oh, I wanted descending, not ascending. There we go. So the hook horror got an 18.
Shit. I rolled really well and I'm still like 5th in the turn order.
Oh, I nearly put 180. So, wow, 180 would have been terrifying. This hook horror can shmoo. Okay, and then also, let me just sort something out. Okay, so, as that happens, Darren, it's your turn. Aldane is being stepped on.
Do I technically have sneak attack?
Yes.
Cool. Aim with isolation. Oh, no, I'll just hit with isolation. Just normal. Does a
Hits.
27 hit?
Mhm.
21 points of damage.
That is a nice amount. It screeches loudly. As it's his Kurel's turn.
I have a second attack.
Yes, you do. I forgot. Ignore me.
This is technically with the echolocation dagger.
Okay. Does
15?
hit. But
Ignore the
Kurel's
sneak
don't have a lot of
attack.
18.
Oh, that's depressing. 3
You
points
hate
damage.
to see it. Oh, that's upsetting.
It is very upsetting.
Mm.
So as you do that, then it's Kurel's turn. So Seamus and Felix, Kurel just pushes you aside and says, "Let me deal with this." As he pulls out the Dragon Slayer. That hits. For 6 points of damage, because that 13 is if it was a dragon. That's minimum damage for Kuro as well. And then he attacks again. Hits. Wow! Kuro's rolling shit for damage. So that's... Okay. Right. Hook horror. So the hook horror screams. Dayron.
I'm backloaded on roll 20.
Oh, sexy. You're on roll 20?
Yep.
Okay.
Again? Get the fuck out of Aldane's sheet.
I
I'm
did.
joking, it's- Get the fuck out now.
Okay, bye. Fun guys.
You can't make Aldane roll off the cliff. Yeah,
Shit.
Dayron, you look behind yourself. Because you begin to hear footsteps. Loud footsteps.
Oh, God damn it.
As Seamus, Felix, you look above. There's another hook horror.
Of course there fucking is.
As it jumps down, screams, and begins to run over. There's like 15.
I'm guessing there's at least one more up the hill that's making its way down.
15.
Maybe
you
2.
don't hear any more footsteps. So
Yeah, but you know
Aldane,
that
the
doesn't
one
mean anything.
The one that's squishing you is going to make one attack against you. You are considered prone, so this has advantage. Let's see. Jack, do you want a 30 or a 30 to hit?
I think I'll take a 30 to hit.
Yeah, that's
Jesus.
fair.
Fuck.
Yeah, that wasn't a crit. That wasn't
my
because of a crit,
God.
so yeah. Aldane,
So does that-
you take 16 points of damage as it just
So how much
stomps
damage
on your
have I-
back.
How much damage have I taken already?
Again, have you subtracted it from a sheet?
I thought I did. You should have taken
So you-
6, but
Yeah, you had 6 so you're already at 71, plus the 16 you've just taken now.
That puts me at 55.
And then it sweeps at Kurogane because... No, it sweeps at Daron because Daron hit harder than Kuro. That is a 16.
That missed.
Daron. Does it?
17 is my armor class.
Oh, well. And you just duck down. Aldane, you are currently prone. Wait. Yes. Yeah. So I'd allow you to make a strength check to get off, to get it off you.
Yes, I will do that.
$12. I'm going to make a contested check. I will say this is going to be your action as well. So, but unless you do that, you will be constantly attacking at disadvantage. So. Oh wow, you barely beat it as you shove it off and
Yeah.
push it away. You are now you can now get up if you like, but unfortunately that's your action done. You still have a bonus action, but what are you doing then, Aldane? You have half your movement to move.
What space to move in?
Yeah,
I'll move
and
over
you'll
here. Actually, no. Can I squeeze past Hayato?
Yeah, you'll take an opportunity attack.
That's fine. That'll give me more space.
Okay. That's a nat 1.
Ha. That's 1, 2. I can move over here.
Okay then. Is that it?
Yep, that'll do it.
Seamus, what do you do?
Let me make a couple measurements real quick. Kaido, actually, could you make me a 15-foot cube real quick, and then kind of so I can see where that would hit?
Hey yo.
AOE, actually.
Hey yo.
Because I'm trying to find a way to put Thunderwave on this asshole without hitting any of my buddies.
That's way bigger than what it should be. Let's cut
Yeah,
that
that's like
down.
35 feet.
It's 'cause the
I wish it
radius-
was that big, honestly, just not in this
because-
situation.
It's because the radius is that size.
Yeah, the radius is supposed to be 15, I believe, but I don't know. We've done it as just 15-foot sides in the past. That's 20 feet, looks like.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's 15. Yeah, it's snap to
the
center.
The arrow is 15.
Can I? Am I able to move that?
Give me a sec.
No worries, thank you.
Give me a second. NPC token. Let me
Also,
do that.
random pair of questions, and I promise they're relevant.
Okay.
How tall is this ledge here?
Good question. That is about from where you are, right above. Wait, here? Wait, not wrong room.
No, where the guy is, right here.
Oh, from where the hook horror is, it's about probably I'd say like 15-ish foot high. Quite
Perfect.
High up. Give me a second.
Because I can only push him back 10 feet, so I was gonna hope to toss him over the ledge, but that's not gonna work.
Unfortunately, this doesn't let me duplicate. Oh, here we go. Here we go.
So then, what I would end up doing?
Uh,
Yeah, and that wouldn't hit any of my friends, would it?
Shape token. In player journals, all players can be edited and controlled by all players. Well, actually, yeah. There we go. You
And
should be able to edit that and move it about.
Okay, so then if this were the case, could I move to right where my token's at, or is that like on the ledge?
Where do you want to be? Sorry.
So
You
I
can
was
move.
right here.
I'd
Can
say
I
you
move right
can't
there?
stand there, unfortunately, because it's too close to the wall.
So then I'd be able to stand right there, perhaps.
Yeah, you can stand there. You'd have to. Yeah.
And then I can't really move the token, but could you move it?
Can you not?
No. But I would say move it one square up in this direction, and I think it would still hit the claw, but also be like adjacent to me and not with me within it.
Where do you want it to be? Sorry.
So move this guy to right, maybe there, center it right there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because then that'll still hit this guy. And I'll, I think it's a D15, or it's a 15 DC on a con save.
Okay. Roll the damage.
I'll just keep it at level 1.
Doesn't Thunderwave push as well?
Yeah. So I could just smash him right into the wall if he fails.
Okay.
But he has to fail. If he doesn't fail, he doesn't move.
Con save, he only has that much. Oh, I nearly gave him. Wow. He got an 11.
Yeah, no, that's a fail.
So that is. Yep, so now he's pushed against the wall, shoved, bashes into it. I'd say he takes double damage because he pushed him into the wall. That'd be nice.
Yay! So I can use the environment to my advantage. And then I am going to use a bonus action to cast Bardic Inspiration. Is Hayato still charmed?
Yeah.
Okay, Bardic Inspiration on Hayato.
He is now back. So, before it's Felix's turn, the thing is, you can still hear the singing. And Felix, I'm going to ask you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
I nearly said the word death saving throw nearly came out of my mouth and I was like, yeah, you just die instantly. Fuck you. No. Yeah, you instinctively move backwards as a rock just gets thrown above. You look above and you see this with a malicious grin. You don't need to move in place from place. It's just more you move back and then as you see this above you.
Which
a
is
cackling bird woman.
Ah.
Not like Hayato bird woman. This is a woman with human features, but with bird wings and like bits of arms and leg. And you just say, I failed, sisters. But it's okay, the hook horrors are doing their job. And then you see another one come out and just say, oh, it's no problem. Let me try. As she moves over. And Dayron, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw. As a rock is dropped on you from this harpy.
I have evasion, so if this hits,
Yeah,
it's
that
not
you
damage.
completely avoid it. It just rolls off and like feebly doesn't go anywhere.
Just to clarify, she said sisters, not sister.
Yeah, plural.
Great, wonderful. Okay.
Someone will have to tell Okita about this. No, Akito about this. Fuck. Someone will
Shouldn't have made their names so similar to each other. Now you
Someone will
can't tell
have
the
to-
difference.
Someone will have to tell Akito about this. Okay? And you just hear singing still going on, by the way.
Oh shit.
As these two back away to the point where you can't aim at them from where you are, Felix. You can't see them. And they also technically have full cover, so you physically can't hit them. Unless you teleport, of course. But do you really want to? There's two hook horrors right here. Just saying, as it's your turn.
Yeah.
Your friends are being attacked.
They are, but they are also very capable. But at the same time, do I really think that I can take on 2 harpies?
Yeah, you can.
On my own.
Do it. Do it, no balls.
I might get to pull out a 6th level spell in this one, guys.
Can you cast 6th level spells?
Yeah, with the Lyre of Building.
No, do you have 6th level? You can't cast it unless you are actually able to cast 6th level spells.
Oh, I can't cast it without a spell slot?
You don't need to use a spell slot, you just need to be able to cast 6th level spells anyway.
Damn, that means I can't even use Telepathic Bond, and I was looking forward to using that one.
You can use
That's
telepathic bond as part of the weapon. That's its own thing.
Yeah, but Move Earth is part of the Lyre of Building as well.
Yeah, you can't use the Move Earth, but if you're using your Dracolich piece, you can cast spells from whatever comes from that anyway.
Wait. So, if I'm using the Lyre of Building, which has these spells loaded into it, I can only use the ones that I have spell slots for, or like, what do you mean by that?
So, the Dracolich pieces are an exception to the rules of casting.
Oh no, this isn't from the Dracolich piece. Move Earth is from the Lyre of Building.
Yeah, I know. If it's not from the Dracolich piece, you can't cast it until you are actually able to cast 6th level spells.
Oh, so Telepathic Bond, that's the one from the Dracolich piece?
Yeah, because that's the Dracolich piece thing, because it's to do with the mind.
Uh-huh.
So you can't use Passwall either.
So no Pass Wall, no Move Earth, but everything else is fair game?
Everything else, as long as you can cast it normally,
Okay.
then you can. Unless
I guess
it's
I was
from
never really clear on that. Thanks, Kato.
That's fine. Don't worry about it.
So just remind me of the rules for spellcasting. If I were to use Misty Step, would I be able to cast either a spell or a cantrip that cost an action?
You could use a cantrip.
Cantrip, okay, that's fine. Just wanted to know that much.
Unless it's like an actual, I don't know. But yeah, whatever. Unless it's like an actual, what's it called? I think like wands and stuff, like a wand of lightning bolts that lets you like,
Yeah.
you know. Anyway. So, what are you doing, Felix?
Misty Step.
Okay, you see 2 harpies. You also see these 3.
Oh boy.
This one. And that's it. You don't see any hook horrors from where you are.
There were a lot
if
more
you have
sisters
to-
than I thought.
Oh no.
And they.
And they're all spread out on purpose. Oh,
But-
for the most part they were.
Yeah. Firebolt are the one closest to me.
Okay. She perfect guards it. No, she eats it. She takes it. Full force. Burn her ass. Or rather, lightly singe her ass. Yep, you deal damage to her. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Hayato, let's see now. Luring Song. Right. So, because Hayato is charmed, he must make the most direct route he possibly can. Because he's blocked by the hook horror, he can't progress. But now he gets to make a wisdom saving throw. He passes.
Phew.
As he's just like, oh, what the fuck is this? He's
Welcome
just
back
like,
to the land of the living.
Darren, it's your turn. You get advantage with Seamus being there.
Darren smiles and strike. And that's a hit.
You strike and you miss.
Do you want the 12 or the 12, Darren?
I'm also going to be attacking with my offhand dagger.
Okay.
18.
Lucky. Wow. That was dog shit.
It really
Still
was.
good, but yeah, it's just wow. Okay.
At least you
I
didn't-
know.
At least you didn't waste a good sneak roll this time.
Yeah. Are you moving?
No, I used everything.
Okay. Kuro is going to make another attack. Unfortunately, he doesn't get flanked from where he is. Which is fine, because he hits anyway. For 11 damage. That's what we like to see.
Yeah, up to 11.
This hook horror is looking very weak. Probably a few more good hits will kill it. Speaking of good hits... Wow. Minimum damage again. This is not Kuro. To be fair, Kuro fucking popped off last session.
He did, so.
So that's his turn. The hook horror looks down at Daeron, makes an attack.
Mhm.
Oh, wrong modifier. Yikes, that's a critical hit.
Uncanny?
16 points of damage. Wow,
Yep,
it's like he
uncanny.
didn't even crit. And then he goes to hit Kurogane. Doesn't hit. The one before Aldane and Hayato makes a strike. Aldane, that's a 15. Hayato, that's a net 1.
Yeah, that doesn't hit me.
Aldane, it's your turn.
Hell yeah. Stabby stabby time. Actually, so what benefits does Rage grant me?
You have... I mean, it should say the kind of rage in the item description.
Right.
Maybe you should, you know, read the item.
It's not in
that
here.
one? Yeah, because it's in the inventory. Where most item effects are.
Right.
Wow. Damn. Like my players don't even care.
It is very hard to read this
Yeah, it's
with
awesome.
a very.
Yeah, you can stretch the box.
Okay. Oh, once every 7 days. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna hold off on using that then.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna stab without rage.
You stab, you miss.
Stab again. Nat fucking 20!
Nah, I
You
still
hit.
think it misses.
Yeah, it does. I'm not letting it hit. I don't. I want this to live. So fuck you. Are you gonna put in a smite? Because this hasn't been damaged yet, and that will double your damage dice.
Oh yeah, level 2.
Oh,
Divine
that-
Smite.
That's 68. So roll your damage
60.
first.
Yep.
You know. Okay, 12
That's-
plus.
Also, acid damage. Would it be... It's 1d8, right?
It should say so in the item description.
I remember it saying 1d8.
And then it's a 1d8. Roll a d8 first. Just a normal d8. On its own. So plus 7. Oh, that's tasty meatball.
And I
now-
get... For smites, correct?
Yep. So you roll 68 if you're doing a level 2 smite. Oh, fuck. You blast more than half of its face off. As it just screams in pain. I'm gonna say now, this entire bit of damage took off 2/3 of its HP.
God damn.
That was 44 damage, I believe. If I
Yes.
calculated
More
that
or
right.
less, yeah. More or less.
40.
A quarter of its HP. 2/3 anyway. I can't count. I don't know numbers clearly. So yeah, you did a lot of damage.
Blame the
James,
English
that's why,
education
damn it.
system.
What are you doing, Seamus? Seamus?
It's my turn.
Yep.
Julio,
I'm not saying Seamus. I'm not saying Seamus for the meme. So
Well, you know, I had a plan, but then I found out I wasn't able to cast Move Earth. Let's see.
sorry, mate. That would have been a very great. That would have been an amazing plan because I have an idea of what you would have done.
Oh yeah, you already know.
You know how it is.
Oh, I have an even better idea, but this might turn really bad.
Oh,
Did
no.
Seamus turns to Kuro and says, "Hey, you want to see a new trick?
Sure, go for it.
Well, I need to know that you're willing to move with me on this."
I hate everything that's about to happen.
Yeah, sure, go for it.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna use Dimension Door. I'm gonna bring Kuro with me, and we're gonna go
If you
way
can't
up over
see the
here.
if you can't see the location, you do have to give me a rough approximation of the distance you're moving.
All right, let's see.
15
Lem-
feet where? Because to be fair,
Let me bring
You
out the
actually
ruler, and I'll let you know.
You- I'm gonna say you actually can't see up here. You know it's about 15 feet high. You
Mhm.
don't know elsewhere what's up there, so I'm gonna say you can't really see above. You could see it, but you don't. You know, like 75 feet up and across. Like, what are you doing?
Well, I'm gonna go 75 feet up and a little bit across this way. Do I have to make a
Okay.
check for that?
I mean, technically, you should have really broke out the ruler, but
Oh, okay. Well, let's say
I'm gonna say-
75 feet up
I'm
this
gonna
way.
say give me an intelligence check, just a straight one.
Watch me roll a nat 1. Oh, that's not bad.
Kado, why do you
Yeah,
always
you-
make us give straight ability rolls? When can we do the gay ability rolls?
I'm sorry, but this is a heteronormative campaign. I'm
Duh.
gonna be.
So disappointing.
Meanwhile, we have a
Wow.
non-binary air genasi.
I mean, Mill, you don't need to quote your own mum to yourself, like what your mum says at you. Like, it's all right, man. You know. Anyway, so yeah, you get about here. There you go, and the harpy's just like, what the fuck?
Is the harpy
Oh,
in the
this is-
air or on the cliff there?
It's on the cliff edge.
All right, so Seamus is gonna use some movement here. Bonus action, offhand dagger. That's burning dagger. Hold on, let me just make sure. There we go.
Yeah, you've not
Does
had
that
the
hit?
burning dag. That hits.
What happened to the burning dagger?
It broke.
Exploded.
Ah, right, yeah.
He kind of overcharged it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was against our first Black Knight fight.
Oh
Yeah.
Well, that was
Yep.
the one that almost killed the Black Knight. Actually, when I let the
Yeah.
dagger explode,
Pretty
I
much
used all the
magic-
charges at once, right?
It pretty much magic pixeled him.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was so close. That would have been
Uh,
legendary for Seamus.
Honestly, yeah. So now the harpy's turn. They all just look at you, Seamus.
Good for that first one that moved to allow itself to be flanked.
Here we go. And the one that's looking at you just says, "Next time."
Wow, they all come and swarm me? That's fucked up.
You're a very pretty boy, they say to you as they make 2 attacks. One hand,
Bad touch. Bad touch.
they hit you with a clawed hand, and then they also fucking club you. They club you harder than the seals.
No, now I'm feeling
So-
unpopular.
So now, also, they have advantage because you're overwhelmed.
Yep, that's
That's a 21
that hits.
on the first attack from one harpy.
God damn it! I fucked up.
Yeah, you really did.
Yeah,
I was
kinda.
hoping to be
Go.
clever, but I forgot that Kuro doesn't go until after the harpies.
Yeah.
Also,
That's-
the one at the far left of the map, is that just staying put?
For now.
Right.
That one, so you get clawed for 7 slashing damage,
Okay.
and then you get that's a double 9. That definitely doesn't hit you.
Nope.
So then the second one hits you for 21,
Mm-hmm.
claws you for 3 damage, attempts to
Alright.
club you and gets a 15.
That barely hits. Fuck.
You take 4 points of bludgeoning damage. I can't
Okay.
believe the club's weaker than the fucking claw. Why did they not just multi-attack with 2 claws?
Well, it's also like for the lions, the claw attack is stronger than the bite attack, which makes no sense for me.
To be fair, a lot of creatures in Dungeons and Dragons should have dark vision, but don't.
Yeah.
So the third harpy claws at you for wow, they keep getting 21.
What's 9 plus 10?
I know. For 8 slashing damage. Then she hits
Okay.
you with a club, getting a 15.
Fuck.
For 4 bludgeoning damage. Kuro's just like got his arms crossed eating popcorn up here, like, wow.
They're
Wow,
really
that's a lot of
fucking your
attacks
shit
happening.
up.
Someone should probably help him.
The fourth harpy gets a
That's the
14.
last one, right? That one doesn't hit.
No, there's
Thank
5
God.
harpies.
There's 5 of them.
Fuck.
Gets
What's the club?
17 gets a 17 with the club,
And how much?
2 damage.
Oh, I love that.
The final harpy. No. She
Uh-oh.
crit on the claw.
Oh fuck. What's the damage?
12 points of damage.
That's a lot.
She got, because she was rolling d4s, she got 2 4s, a 1, a 2, and the +1.
And then one more attack, right?
The final club for 13, which does not hit.
Thank God I'm still alive.
This sixth harpy
Oh
just-
God.
begins to fly away, goes off the mat. She just says, "I will tell our lord." And yeah, Felix, it's your turn. You've just heard a lot of screams of pain, mostly from Seamus. Kurogane seems very quiet.
Oh, they're all
You
within range.
do see them within range.
Yeah.
Drop a fireball or an AoE.
Do it!
You don't know how close Seamus is to him though. You do see Kuro on the edge of the cliff.
Think about the Thanos meme. Just do it!
Just blast them all off, Felix. You know
I
you
mean,
want
here's the
to.
thing. My only 2 AoEs are slow and thunderstep.
Oh right, yeah, fair enough. Then ignore me.
It's okay, I have an AoE I can use on myself.
Reverb fart.
Yeah, that's exactly what I imagine Shatter is.
I mean,
I could just imagine it just coming out his asshole. Just
shatter, more like shatter.
exactly that.
Oh wait, just shat anyway. Anyway,
I got the
Felix,
shit
what you
beat out of
doing?
me.
Felix, what you doing? My
Uh,
guy.
Yeah.
There's a hook horror down there, and Daron's on their own. No, let Daron solo the hook horror. It's fine.
I do think that Kuro and I can handle these harpies. I just would need to disengage on my next turn.
No, just stay there. Let him beat you to death.
I just shout down, Darren, are you okay?
Yeah,
Seamus is
sure, go
literally-
for it. Do what you gotta do.
Seamus is getting decimated in the original meaning.
No, because then that would mean only a tenth of my health is gone, and it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, it's smart. You're going to be left with a tenth of your HP.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I will fuck it, lob a chromatic orb up. Let's say this one.
I will.
The one
I
in the
will
middle.
say.
No, do the one to the left. The one to the left.
So I'm gonna say the one on the right is the harpy that you've hit so far. This one.
Okay, no, I'll go for that one then. Might as well continue my trend.
Less harpies means less damage.
What's the trend exactly? Is it Will Smith?
I'm full.
That whole thing was a win.
I am fully with Daniel Radcliffe on that. I'm just tired of like.
So fun fact: my boss at work had to ban someone who was called Will Smith recently.
God.
After that happened as well.
God. Yeah, no, I'm fully.
That's actually kind of funny.
Fully with Daniel Radcliffe. Dramatically bored of hearing people's opinions about it.
All I
Most
know is
people-
Will Smith definitely has a hair trigger.
Most of the people have opinions on it. Don't need to make an opinion. No one cares what they think.
Yeah.
Really.
Exactly.
And
Anyway, I'm assuming.
nobody even.
Yeah.
I'm a-
24 hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, Will Smith just has a hair trigger, and that's the bald truth.
Please no. Please
So
stop.
so Mil, you magic pixeled her.
God.
She's at 1 HP. And she just
Fucking
looks behind
rip.
him. She just looks behind him, blows a raspberry at you. Like a. Hayato's turn. Hayato brings down the silvered halberd and makes a stab at the bitch in front of him.
He's using a halberd.
Hits for 11, and then he's going to bash it with his bonus action. Hits.
There are so many puns in that.
X gonna give it to you. Gonna give it
And
to
then
you. X gonna
he
give
makes,
it to you.
Then he makes his actual second attack, because that bash is part of his bonus action. He just skewers the hook horror right through its face as it falls dead on the floor.
Well, that was quick.
Conveniently enough, rolling off the side. There you go. And then Hayato just says, "Can you deal with that one if it bothers Daron too much?" As he already just starts to run.
Yeah, sure.
Daron, it's your turn. You probably might not need Aldane's help.
Isolation.
Bonus action and insightful fighting.
Isolation.
Okay, go for it. So, would you believe it? A hook horror actually has negative charisma.
Great.
Wow, so shocked.
No. No, it matched! It got a nat 20! It has -2 charisma.
15. Does that hit?
Yeah, it does. It's like, you don't even get sneak attack.
7.
Oh my god, you magic pixeled it.
I hate my life.
Oh my god.
Aldane should just throw a javelin at it at this point.
Kurogane is like, do I want to use the bomb arrow now? No.
I just yelled, "Don't worry, it's fine."
Kurogane, with his Dragon Slayer in hand, chunks and cuts the one immediately he's flanking. It's 9 damage. Goes for it again. Hits 19 in total. Actually very good in the end. That is pretty weak, that harpy now. Hook horror. In one defiant move, it thrashes and tries to hit you, Daron. Twice.
Alright.
Oh wait, no, that's a minus 11 because it has plus 11 to hit. That's a 28.
That
Hits
hit.
you for 10 damage.
Okay.
You're not uncanny dodging that.
It's gonna attack again, right?
Misses,
Alright.
which means you can't uncanny dodge the first one.
Yeah, that's fine.
That is how it works.
How much was the damage? 10?
10 damage. Oh, I'm pleased to inform you guys, one friend of mine has gotten into both Odd Taxi and Ranking of Kings, and she loves it.
Good.
Both.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
I think she's a keeper, guys. See ya, Aldane.
Mm-hmm.
There is a hook horror still alive.
And Darren's just
Let's
real
fix that,
angry
shall we?
about it.
I forgot, Darren can actually cheese his fights. They can just levitate up here.
Actually, I'm not
But
gonna.
yeah,
Just gonna eat a javelin at it.
do it. Eat one. Miss. Come on. Make this hook horror live any longer. That hits, thank God. It's dead. If that would have missed, I'd have actually cried.
You mind grabbing that for me, Dyron?
Yeah, I'll grab it on my turn.
So that's one
Cool.
attack. You can move, and you can still attack, but you need to hit something. You can try to. You can't dash, though.
Well, yeah, there's. It'll take a while for me to get up there. I can't climb directly up the slopes, unfortunately.
You have climbing gear.
Can I climb directly? How much movement will that take, though?
Depends on what your athletics is.
Well, I'm gonna try to climb up here.
You'd have to use your climbing gear that you got from back since the White Dragon.
Yep, I
Make an
still have the
athletics.
climbing gear.
Make your athletics check. You don't
Nope.
get anywhere. And that uses up your bonus action, I'm gonna say.
So no movements either then, huh?
Nope. That's your turn. Seamus,
Okay.
you're stuck between a rock and a harpy place. Which is what I want. Which I want this I want the YouTube video to be called that. Or a rock and a harp place. There we go.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna do that. That's
What, you
my
just-
greater. That's my potion of greater healing. I'm using my bonus action to chug that.
For some reason, I thought it was just like, yeah, I just explode. Everyone takes that much. I use self-destruct.
Well, kinda. I might be
Oh, do it.
because
Do
I'm
it,
about to
do
use
it.
shatter.
Do it, bitch. Do it.
I'm using shatter on my, more or less on myself. Let me just take a measurement to make sure Kuro's not gonna get caught in this. Oh, he is.
I mean, you
um,
can choose to move the AoE so it doesn't catch him and hits everyone else.
Yeah. So right here.
Knock
it's
yourself
gonna-
out, literally.
Yeah.
Roll it.
And I'm gonna
What
cast it at
level?
higher levels, so I might be downed after this.
I respect it. I'm giving you inspiration. Like, proper
Oh.
inspiration.
For this or after this?
I'm giving it for this because I'm a nice guy.
All right.
If you didn't already have inspiration, you do. I respect the move.
Allahu Akbar.
It's what a man with a massive cock would do, and you clearly have one. That is what, 21 points of damage?
23.
23.
Or yeah, 21.
This-
Sorry, I did my math wrong.
Lamia is immediately dead because it only had 1 HP.
Hmm.
This one between Kuro and Seamus is dead because it only had 11 HP. So literally even half doesn't like help it.
And it's a Constitution save. I'm gonna make one for myself.
I mean, you have to make one for yourself
Yeah.
if you don't want to die or get KO'd anyway.
And I can I get inspiration on the Constitution save because then I pass it.
If you want to burn it now, yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass it. Yeah.
So you only
Actually,
take
wait,
half
no,
damage.
I'm not even gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna just keep the inspiration because that's
Harpy
21
up-
damage and I'm still
Harpy-
alive.
Harpy up here failed. Harpy. Oh, that one got a soft 20. So it only takes half of that, which would be 10.
Isn't this one dead? Didn't she? That was the one with the 11, or? Oh no, that was this one.
Yeah.
Never mind.
That one, however, rolled a nat 1.
Mm.
So now she only has 4 HP. I'm going to be nice and tell you that. What you do now, Seamus, you can move if you like.
Yeah, but then that's opportunity attack. I guess I'll try to move. Might as well take the chance now instead of 2 attacks, just 1. So I'm going to try to move up over
Man,
here.
Dude, you've got such a fat cock, who cares after that?
Yeah.
Okay, that's... So
Like
you
I
get
said,
3...
Allahu Akbar.
Oh, anyway.
Bruh.
Or,
Yeah, duh. 3 attacks of
down.
opportunity. 16 with the claw.
Hits. No matter what that is, I'm down.
4 points of damage.
Yeah, I'm down.
So you don't even get fight. You don't even move really. You get like there. You get KO'd. Seamus just falls to Kuro's feet and he's like, "Wow, what a massive cock my friend has." As now it's their turn, and they just swarm Kuro. You know what? No, they haven't enough sense. This one's dashing, moving 80 foot off the map. This one actually does stand here and just say, "Leave, save yourself, and alert the others." And she just like flies away. I'm gonna swap the places because this one here actually has the turn order. I'm just gonna swap the HP totals about. I'm gonna swap the HP totals about. Oh, now I've gave her over 2 million HP. Because of
Oh boy.
my keyboard delayed, so the 0 just came out as like 7 digits. So yeah, as this one leaves, flying off the map, and yeah. So now there's only one more harpy. Felix, it's your turn. The hook horrors are dead.
Yep.
You heard flapping of multiple wings. You haven't heard an all clear from Kuro though.
I can't see the one up there, can I? The one that's left.
Not unless you want to use your climbing gear to get up. That will cost you an athletics check.
You know what? I'm not going to bother. Because Felix is
don't
not
you
athletic.
Felix just doesn't have a fat cock, I guess. He's not got big balls either, clearly. No balls.
That's 30 feet. I'll move there. That's all I can
Alright,
really
then.
do.
Call your character Jane. First name playing. No, I'm joking. I'm being a shit. Hayato just like starts dashing up. Yep, no. Daron, what are you doing? You could also use your climbing gear if you wanted, but that would require an athletics check.
Darren
use
can
I can-
run 90 feet.
Oh, that, yeah? Or you can use Rivali's Gale.
No,
Anyway.
Darren's just gonna run 90 feet.
Okay. Damn. Move your 90 feet then. I was gonna say, where are you going? Okay. Kuro, so... Right then, you see Kuro, Felix, you see the top of him, and he moves further in, so you don't see what he does.
Right.
Which is why, for now, I'm going to make rolls that you don't know about. Because Because who knows what Kuro does?
Seamus would know if he wasn't unconscious.
To be fair though, you hear the screaming of a harpy, so you probably have a good idea of what he's doing to it. Then you hear an even louder scream, Felix. Almost as if it was twice as loud as the first one. Aldane, what do you do? You see the others running round. Do you continue to still climb? Do it. Do
Yeah.
it.
I'm gonna climb.
Yep, we're gonna be ending the session soon again, don't worry. Do it, athletics.
Oh damn it!
I'm gonna say you get halfway up. I'm nice.
I'm a dash.
Okay then. You get up there. You're still not on the. You're not off the cliff. You're still not stood up properly. Seamus, give me a death save. Come on, roll an at 20.
Alright, just give me 1 sec. My computer's a little frozen right now. It should resolve in like.
Give me an at
Looks like
20.
right now. Okay, I'm gonna do a
Give me an
death
at
save.
20. Give me a nat 20 on the death save. You know you want to. Come on, we love the Mets.
Let's go Mets.
Channel the Mets.
Oh, close.
Still a pass. The Harpy. You, Felix, because you're the closest, so you have the most accurate depiction of whatever's going on, or at least close to accurate. You just begin to hear her like say, "We will never give the mountains to you bastards. Not after what you've done to us." And you don't even hear a response from Kuro, and she's just like, "Ah!" But you don't hear any response from Kuro. Felix, it's your turn now.
30 feet.
Is that it? You're not dashing?
Oh, good point. I can dash if I'm not actually doing anything, can't I?
Yeah, you.
Or you can use your
flop
bonus
there.
action to, or like your action to climb up instead of dashing. Probably
it.
shorten your trip a little bit.
Do it. Use your athletics.
No, because if I fall, I'm gonna get hurt. I don't want
Yeah,
that to
it'd be
happen.
funny. Yeah, it'd be funny. Oh, I got a bruise. Pappy, help
Fuck off.
me. Okay, I had to just fucking break onto a sprint. Reaches here, and that's his turn. Dairon,
I just keep running.
give me 1 second. I've got some music I want to play. Just do that. Actually, it's fine. I was gonna play Green Hill Zone, but like on the flute. Yep. You make it right behind Hayato.
So-
Oh, hello, Dairon. Kuro again continues. So at this angle, no, you don't really see it very much, Felix. It's awkwardly high as you make some attacks. At least what you can hear, because the harpy continues to scream. You just hear the sound of the harpy choking. And Kuro just walks forward and says, "Coast is clear now, guys. Maybe we should help Seamus." As he like looks down at him, he's kind of beating the shit out of. As he just crouches down and is ready to give Felix a healing potion when it's Felix. Seamus a healing potion when it's his actual turn to do something. Aldane, it's your turn.
Could
Actually, you can move up without needing an action. So I'll be nice, you can be up there. But then you've still got to use an action to get up. If you
Yeah, I'm
wanna
gonna climb
just
this one.
do it. I respect it so much. You bought the gear, make use of it.
There we go.
So this time I'm going to say you actually make it up. Like, wholesale, straight up. And
How
that'll
much
be your
movement
full
do I have left?
I'd say that's your full movement.
Okay.
No, I'll say you can move 1 square. I'm nice. I'm in a good mood today.
Bingo.
Boingo. Seamus, give me a death saver.
Alright.
Seamus just dies because Kurogane's neglectful. Yeah, you pass again. There's no more harpies because they are dead. Felix, it's your turn.
I can get all the
Yeah.
way to there.
When you get up, you see a harpy with its throat slit.
Oh, interesting.
And Kurogane's bloody sword as he's like crouching down by Seamus, clearly ready to heal him. He's not like ready to slit his throat next.
Yeah.
Please roll an insight. Please roll an insight.
But yeah, there's your turn. Hayato just like, I didn't realize he had climbing gear. As he's just like, to be fair, Hayato's got great form, even in like heavy armor. Daron, it's your turn. What was that?
Just
Okay.
run.
Kurogane pulls out a healing potion and just like opens Seamus's mouth and says, "Get the fuck up already, loser."
Wake the.
Seamus, you wake up to 4 HP. As Kurogane
Yay!
heals you. You just see the harpy with a slit throat in front of you, dead on the floor. This combat's over.
Hey, we won!
And with that, I'm going to call it a session.
Awesome. Okay. Thanks for the session, Kaido. I do have to get going.
Alright.
See ya.
See you again.
So you go.
Want to be
Thanks for the session, Kaido.
So, yeah, that's the session, which means that is also the stream. As always, thank you everyone for watching. In terms of the future stuff we got going on this week, Tuesday I'll be there. Can't guarantee anyone else. If it's just me on my own, I'll probably be going through the Lord of the Rings Two Towers PS2 game, seeing how far I can get in that in 2 hours, just because I enjoy that game. Thursday should be more Ace Attorney, I think. I think we're probably gonna do that until stated otherwise. Saturday is the Shonen Ending Problem podcast. So looking at the various ways shonen manga has ended and why it fairly often goes wrong, let's be real.
Yep.
And then next Sunday, we'll be back here, back with the same group, kicking ass, taking names, and addressing trauma, I'm assuming. But
yeah,
otherwise,
probably. I mean, you don't know. You don't know how deep into the mountains you must go.
yeah. But
She'll be come around the mountain when she comes.
is that copyrighted?
Probably.
That's an old song.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I mean, to be fair, I could put Dracula in this campaign and Winnie the Pooh because they're not
Yeah.
in the public domain.
We'll look that up, and if it's not, then we
I-
can sing it next stream.
I'm not.
Xi
saying that.
Jinping? We can have him in the campaign.
Plus 1,000 social credit score.
Otherwise, once again, thank you for watching, and we hope to see you on Tuesday for another gaming stream. Good night.
Later.